Welcome into the Upstate Pulse, your Euro recap show. That's all we're going to do. 2 hours of that Euro thing that Odie and I just watched. Not really. We might mention it though.
I know it needs
Go Finland.
It needs more of a might.
Yeah, it is a beautiful day in the upstate of South Carolina, or wherever wherever you're watching or listening, or wherever, because we are worldwide.
I was just thinking, a lot of the people that were in Ireland watching Eurovision, they would still be awake, so they're probably tuned in.
Well, good for them, because they should, because it's an amazing show. What do we do here on the Upstate Pulse? Well, we talk about all things pop culture. We talk about chupacabras, which we're going to get to later on, and broke leprechauns, because we have to have a discussion about that. We are going to be talking about the Solar Storm and a new Lord of the Rings movie. And we're going to be talking to some guy who actually interviewed Peter Jackson. I don't know where we're going to get to that guy at, but we're going to find him somewhere.
Who?
Talking some video games.
I'm in queue.
We're going to be talking Portal. We're going to be doing a taste test. And some people were upset about that. Before I tell you who's upset about that, let me introduce you to the stars of the show, starting with Cameron, who is here.
Hi, I am here.
Pappy, who might be here somewhere, I don't know. And Odie.
There comes a time when an Irishman has to spread his wings and travel across the pond to the nation known as America. And when we get here, we set up camp, we marry their women, and we go on the radio. And jeez, we love it.
Okay, all right. So here's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
That was way too much whimsy.
No, that would have been amazing if you were actually Irish, but it's all work. It's absolutely a work.
Would you stop with that?
Well, according to someone who I may or may not know, who just happened to be down the road at Cabela's, they don't think you're Irish.
So what happened earlier on was...
Yeah, we'll get to that. It's called a tease. Let me tell you something, though. If you want to be a part of the show, we'll get to that in just a moment. If you want to be a part of the show. Did I say if you want to be a part of the show? Well, you should be a part of the show. Text line is 71307, or for those of you who just watched the Euro thing and you're in Ireland and you're tuning in, a 71307, even though you can't do it according to Odie, but I bet you can find a way, because you guys are all very good and
industrious.
That's a word.
Well, you could say text us in now ever a shocked a hen at 3 and not a shocked.
You could do that. You could absolutely.
I don't think we can do that on the air.
But that sounds like something that I would have dumped if I was over there. Also, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or X at either 98.9 WORD or the Upstate Pulse. Viper Dave's in there already, saying something about ADHD. I can't even spell it right. I don't say what the spelling is.
I don't know what
you got lost halfway through.
I did.
I don't know what them HDs are, but I got 80 of them.
Yeah.
By the way,
Chris is also in there, and Scott, jump into the stream. We will interact with you. I'll get back to you in just a sec, Cameron. We also, during our commercial breaks on the radio side, we will continue the show on the stream, because first ones to do it in the building, just like the first ones to stream the entire show. But we don't like to go away during commercial breaks, because we want to talk to you. And what's weird is we don't talk about, well, yeah, we could talk about stuff that we're not going to talk about on the air, but we probably will talk about it on the air if you bring it up, because that's what we like to do, because we like to take conversations that are off-air conversations, bring them on to on-air conversations, because we have no format other than this. No politics on this show. All right, Cameron, what was you saying?
Oh, I was saying that Viper Dave had the same question I did when you said, this is what we do on the Upstate Pulse. What do we do on the Upstate Pulse?
No, it's what do we not do? Well, okay, and we don't do politics.
Yeah, but we
don't do one thing.
Do stuff, and it's kind of like, I suppose, yeah. I don't really know what we do
exactly. Scott, on the stream, that is on my list. We are going to talk about that. So, let's just get started on what we were just watching for the last couple hours. I don't know why. It's basically American Idol without the American in it.
Yeah.
Because there's no Americans in it.
So it's just idols.
Except for the one of the hosts was American. But still.
She was a sweet American.
Well, you said she was American.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
she didn't have an accent of being from anywhere else.
She could probably talk an accent from somewhere
Do
else.
you think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. So what was it? What was that thing called? It was Euro something.
That was Eurovision.
Eurovision.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You're in Vision?
Yeah, that's a totally different thing. That happens after a long night.
Yep.
I just
Apparently.
yeah, allegedly. So I had never watched this thing before. I know it was very controversial, and it came up in my show prep, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Little did I know that when we arrived to the studio, Odie was already here and he was watching it.
Yes.
And so I came around and I to the screens and I found my favorite band right away. I'm just gonna point this out. Croatia were my guys.
Who are you guys?
I mean, right away, I said that's my guys right there.
No, so we got to tell them. I was watching it, and I have the volume up here going through the speakers, and we were kind of, just having a bit of fun before the show. And next thing, Croatia started up, and Lonzo was like, "Oh, that's a bit rocky." Oh no, sorry, it was you saying it. It's like, "Oh, that there's a bit rocky."
Yeah,
And-
I do not have a
'cause
southern
you
accent,
do,
but
you do,
I
yeah, that's-
Is that how
absolutely
all
do not.
Americans sound to you?
Yeah,
Yep,
wow.
all
It's
of
just a bunch of southern gibberish.
Yep.
Okay.
Even the ones in Canada sound like that.
That's not really America.
It is.
Go ahead.
So you walked around and you were like, "Oh, look at these guys! Oh, look at these guys!" And you're like, "They've got really good suits on, and they've got really cool gear
My
on."
dude was wearing a doily and he was rocking.
He was-
I mean, you're
Yeah.
rock and roll if you can wear a doily
And
and
still
rock
rock.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Now, I mean, the song was a bit controversial, but it didn't matter because it sounded
I don't
rocky
even remember what it said.
about being gay and stuff like that.
It
was
did
just-
not, did it?
Yeah,
Really?
it was out there.
Did it really?
Yeah, a little bit.
No, it didn't. It did not. Why are
It
you
was-
smiling? I don't know what it was about.
It was about accepting yourself and what you are in the world, whether you're a he bee, a she bee, or a
It
wannabe.
didn't say that.
It was.
It did not say
That
that.
wasn't the lyrics, but that's what it was.
It
It was.
did not say
Honestly, I was just thinking about Finland and the giant egg
that. Yeah, the egg thing.
and the
was,
dude with no pants.
the dude with no pants. That was interesting.
I've seen some crazy.
Who was it?
I-
Who's
I-
the American band that used to do that all the time?
Weird
Red
Al?
Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers did that. They
They put
wore
socks
Yeah,
on their. Yeah.
This guy may have been doing that, but they did the Austin Powers thing and
Oh,
had
it
cameras.
was very
and
well
things.
set up.
It was.
It was. It was
It was
good.
very well choreographed.
So what I can say is I've converted you.
What up, Doomsday Podcast? I don't know. Is that it's Doomsday? Oh, it's Doomsday. As this, today is Doomsday.
Oh, okay.
No.
It could be. We're going to be
Or
talking
it could
about
be ITs.
No, we're going to be talking about the solar storm later. Anyway,
You feeling tingly at all?
Yeah, very.
Not you.
dude.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
But yeah, so
Why?
we started watching the
You're
Eurovision.
exempt from that
The
question.
hair on
Eddie.
my arms is falling out suddenly. I don't know why. Anyway,
We started watching the Eurovision, and then Lonzo really got into it. And then we went and got food. And when we came back, the voting was happening, where all of the different countries vote for each different country, and it got a little bit. I'm going to say it got heated in here in the studio because Lonzo really liked Croatia, and they didn't look like they were winning. They didn't look like they were coming in any position whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, Croatia were given 300 and something.
Well, I predicted it though.
You did.
Not as good as you did, but
Yeah,
I still. I said,
that-
what if they get 300 and something, and then
That
they
was
did.
that was scary.
Yours was better.
Mine was scary.
Yeah,
I'm nervous of my one. So anyway,
you should go out and
Croatia.
play the lottery.
I think
You'll
I did.
miss it by 7 numbers. Though.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knew Nostradamus was Irish?
There's only 7 numbers in it, huh?
Who knew
That was the point.
Nostradamus was Irish?
He was Nostradamus, and
Wow,
Thank
Yeah.
you,
that
Patty.
really looks totally different in my head now. That's
So-
not a toga.
I told you don't use my Irish mafia name.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
All right, Eurovision.
Eurovision. Oh yeah, remember that. So yeah, it
Swear.
got heated, and there was 2 different types of voting. There was the jury voting, and then,
I don't think it was jury voting. It was representatives of the countries voting.
yeah, but there was juries within the countries.
Yeah, that's allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes.
So there was fixed voting, and then there was the public vote. So it's like in Monty Python, the People's Public Republican Front, Romanus et Damus, and Croatia were winning for.
Your Pythonisms are just amazing that you can retain all that. It
Well,
makes
see,
me
I-
want to go back and watch some more.
Well, I learned Latin when I was a kid, so
How many languages do you know?
6.
Whatever.
Why are you here?
Braggart.
You asked. How many languages do you know? 1.
Yeah, that would be us. Although he knows more German.
I know
it's,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, you can speak Spanish, can't you? Espanol.
No, he cannot.
¿Dónde está biblioteca?
Yeah, why?
Oh,
Why?
The
That's on you.
library is over there. Okay.
Thank you.
Is it? I don't see a library.
A library.
Grazie, mon ami.
Wait, there's 2 R's in that?
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. What?
So then Croatia were on top, and then all of a
So to
sudden
speak, yes.
Sweden came back. there was controversy. Egypt got 1 million points.
No, Israel.
That's the one.
Yeah, Israel.
Same place.
No,
It's
it's not the
sand.
same. It's not
There's
the same
sand
place.
and it's hot. So they nearly won, and that would really upset Europe.
Doomsday says I can speak English and Intoxa English. No, that would be Odie.
I used to speak in Toxo English.
Yeah, but still, I think there's
Here, I'll speak a little bit.
there's residuals.
I'll speak a little bit, and you can see if you can understand it. So then, the people were doing the voting, and then all of a sudden, my key wouldn't go into the lock.
Such a beautiful language.
Yeah, I don't partake, but I've read about. It's not a dead language.
No,
I know that.
No,
Yeah,
It's
no.
very much alive.
Yeah,
and
no,
all
you,
over the
you
place.
drink 6
Chris-
special.
Chris
you know?
says he speaks Squatch. So I mean,
Is that
yeah.
just like a series of grunts?
No, it's a very complex.
I still believe-
alphabet.
I still believe
Is it
that.
like Russian?
Yeah, it is.
So pretty much.
I still believe that Bigfoot isn't actually Bigfoot. I just think it's a really tall guy that just got fed up, and he's
No,
like, no.
he's an interdimensional being who likes to vacation here, especially in the South and North and South Carolina. without a
Nice.
doubt. Yeah.
I can go with that. Anyway, remember the Eurovision? Long story short, Switzerland won. Was it Switzerland?
Yeah, Switzerland. Yeah,
and
like you didn't
Croatia.
know.
And
Switzerland.
I didn't care if Switzerland won or not.
Yeah, I wanted. My boys had a shot. They were number one for a while.
they
So, do your Switzerland about Switzerland?
Yeah, I'm
apparently.
just so neutral about
Apparently, he is Switzerland about Switzerland. So
So everyone voted for ambivalence.
it. Everybody voted for who they really, really, really didn't really mind about.
It's like, well, we have no strong feelings about them. Why not?
in the end, the whole thing is kind of a second string type thing because America wasn't in it.
But see,
'Cause,
here's,
they don't put us in it because they knew we win.
okay, explain this. It's the
best
Eurovision.
Yeah.
It's for European countries, except Israel is in it and Australia is in it.
All right. So it's much like
I
the
don't
reason
get
why we go to you for everything over there because it's the truth.
Yes.
Yes, it's just an acknowledgement for me
100%.
that I was right the entire time.
The whole
So,
time.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Apart from when I scared everybody and said that France is going to get 220 points and they got 227.
That was pretty good. It
Kinda
was.
scary.
All right. Enough about that. If you want to comment on that, text line 71307. Please put flaccid in there. As many C's, Z's, or S's as you want. Because they can read this on Monday also, and they always go, "What in the world?"
Just the
Yeah.
worst language you can put, just send it to us.
No,
Text
don't
to
do
us.
that. Do not
it.
do that. Don't listen to him.
Flaccid language.
Yeah.
Look, there are two things on your shoulder.
Hey.
You have a long-haired angel, and you have a very Irish devil on your shoulder.
Oh, see,
Don't listen to the Irish.
the thing is I've got an Irish devil and American devil. That's all I got.
Wow, it's
We need
just
to make
like-
some room on your shoulders, man.
Yeah,
I
they're
need
not that
shoulder pads.
broad.
That girl
Like that one,
was
yeah.
voting from France.
Yeah, it was-
I need her shoulder
It
pads.
was
Wait, she had shoulder pads
She
on?
had shoulder pads. And
not
she
those kind of shoulder pads. It's very 1982, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, very. All right, we come back. We're going to talk about the reason why we're all going to die, the solar storm. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9. Listen, we are all going to die eventually.
shoulder pads.
Yes, right here, News Talk 98.9 WRD. By the way, continuing on the streams to check it out. And electromagnetic storms next. Oh, okay. Like, I don't have my glasses on, Dave. And I looked and I was like, what is that symbol? That's weird, but it's
What's
like
that
a skull.
weird cat-looking
it-
thing?
It's a skull and crossbones, I think.
Scully crossbones?
Skull and crossbones.
Yar.
Did I not enunciate?
Yar.
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 By the way, we have a
You need a haircut.
great.
You need a haircut,
You-
man.
Make me.
By the way, he wasn't talking to me, so I mean,
You got it. You got sides.
well, yeah, I have my wife. Do
I'm
that.
Surfer Cameron.
Surfer.
All right.
I
Caught
am
my
Sur-
first tube today, sir.
It was like upside down, and all of a sudden,
Yes,
I was
Mark,
just
that's
there,
all.
man.
You know, the longer the hair, the less I care about authority.
Exactly.
Feels great.
Oh!
Exactly, because long hair don't care. I don't know if they have that in Ireland, but
Are
they
you-
should.
Are you a freaky person? Should you apply?
He's
I
already got
already
a
put my
job.
application.
He put his hair up under his hat. He's good.
I put it in a bun.
They may be, Chris, but we are not. Odie put no gel in his hair and it's standing up right now because of the solar storm.
Yeah, look at that. Solar stand.
Solar stand.
Solar stand. Hello, everyone. What are you doing this evening? Are you having a fun time? I hope so. Obviously, we are. Odie and I just mystery science 3,000, that entire thing. It was
I said it to you. We should have.
no, we couldn't have. We'd be in jail right now,
Yeah.
or be canceled.
Dun, dun, dun. We should have streamed our reactions though.
I don't know. Your reactions were laced with something.
I wouldn't say laced. I'd say rife.
What do you mean?
Rife's a good word. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No, because
Apropos about efforts.
I knew if we were live, I wouldn't. I can filter. I didn't filter in my own show, but I can filter.
No, I get it. That's cool, Keith. Can't wait to see it.
Well, I don't get what Dave is saying. Something about OD hair gel. I don't have it in today. My hair is erect.
Dave, I hope not.
I've got sticky up here. I've got Protestant hair. That's what we call it.
I don't
What?
get it.
How does
I
that?
don't get it.
Honestly, neither do I.
No, Dave, stop. Don't, no, dude,
Oh,
please.
give me
no.
about 5 minutes. I'll go and
No.
No.
Why?
I'll go to my truck and
Why?
get some hair gel.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
did you think I was going to do?
Yeah.
Oh man,
What do it's anything?
I'm about ready to retire right now on the spot.
give it
I'm
up.
out.
too tired for this stuff.
Give it up in the Upstate Pulse.
So I have a question. Does that make you Murtaugh and him Riggs?
Yeah, because I am getting too old for this stuff. Exactly.
I'm the loose cannon.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, but there's one major difference. But
Oh yeah,
my hair.
exactly.
It should be on his.
Longer,
Yeah,
without
that's
a
the
doubt.
thing.
There's
Yeah.
another real big difference.
No,
It's a huge
it's
difference.
age.
We're
Because I'm not
not-
quite as old as.
we're-
Yeah, it's only
Yeah,
just
I'm
a
not-
slight age.
Do you
gap, I
know-
suppose.
Was
That
Danny Glover
Martha-
55?
He was 41.
What, when he was going to? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
When he was getting too old for this stuff.
You're right, Duna Bros. I'm too tall. Well, actually, Odie is too. He's deceptively tall.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's as tall as he is.
People have said that to me.
Yeah,
in
it's weird.
public.
You should not be as tall as you are.
I know.
It's
I
just
always
doesn't-
thought you were 5'2", like all the rest of the
Exactly.
leprechauns.
I'm 6
I was about to
foot.
say the only other Irishman I met was like 5 feet tall
That'll be O'Gill and the little people.
and threw glow stick juice
She
in
is
my
my
face.
dear, my darling one.
Potato, potato. If you're Irish, come into the parlor. That's a song.
What's the second part of that song?
Yeah, no. Just in
You don't-
case.
Because that's
No.
usually like
Just
the,
in case-
that's
yeah,
the
but-
inclusive
You don't
part.
need
What's
to
the
know.
This is like a Nantucket poem.
Let's do radio.
No.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here, along with Odie and Cameron. Matthew is not here because he's at a Mario party.
You just
What?
you held on to that.
Yeah, I think that he's at a Mario party.
You
Yeah,
know,
I didn't
when
want- listen, I think that was funny. I don't care. In
I
my
don't know-
mind,
I
that
don't know
was
why.
funny.
I don't know why in my head there's like the mascots
Hey,
of like Mario
Nerds are
Luigi
snorting
just-
right now, going, "That was funny." And that's what they're doing.
So, like at a Mario party,
I would know
like,
because I'm one of them. So you know.
Mario, do you eat a pizza and you talk about a meatball?
No, the turtles eat pizza. Mario ate spaghetti.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a
He
spaghetti.
tries to stay. They didn't want
They
any
just chop up
mushrooms.
some
No.
Goombas and
Yeah,
throw them on,
no
on the
mushrooms.
pizza.
All right,
They're just
so,
screaming the entire time.
all right. So Cameron, don't ever do that again on screen.
Sorry.
We
What did he do?
yeah,
Nothing. What
look it
was
up
that play
later.
on?
All right.
So we are in the midst of an magnetic storm that happened last night. So I get a text from my daughter going, "Have you seen the Northern Lights?" It's like, no, we're not north. And apparently the Northern Lights are outside right now. And I know them as the Aurora Borealis because when they come in view,
Yeah.
I run so far away.
Well,
That's what I do.
I think because of Death Cab for Cutie, it's now Northern Lights.
So anyway, so you can see the Aurora Borealis, or you could last night. Odie thinks you can do it again tonight, which I thought it was just done last night. but
Apparently,
we'll
it's
see.
stronger tonight.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing. So my wife went outside first, and we live out in the middle of the woods, so I was concerned about her going out by herself. So I work mornings, so I'm pretty sleepy at that point, and I go outside going, Oh, if something comes out, I cannot move fast enough. It's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, we're done. This is how we go. But we're surrounded by trees, but there is a spot where we could see the sky. And she's like, do you see it? I'm like, yeah, I see. Right. It was like, to me, it was the equivalent of chemtrails at night.
Yeah.
So, but then she took pictures, and you can see it through, for some reason, a camera and a Cameron capture the color better than the naked eye. But I saw on the internet right away, those guys, oh, I'm tired. If someone posted that, it's like, shut up, dude. It's an amazing thing. It's a phenomenon. People haven't seen it before. Quit being that guy on the internet going, why does everyone do that? I don't care. It's just like, okay, why don't you just cancel the internet and go live in a cave? I mean, I don't want to hear from you. And if you are listening, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let people have their fun and enjoy looking at the sky. We're all going to die because of this.
Yeah.
And
what? Hold on a second. What did I just agree to?
For trolls to go in caves and let us watch it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Watch the electromagnetic storm as the sun sends out a thing to kill us.
But you said we're all going to die because of it. I don't want to die.
We're all going to die because of something.
Everybody dies.
Yes, they do. And everyone
going to
hurts
get
sometimes. So here's
still wanting the superpowers.
Here's the thing. So last night I tried to watch SmackDown and I couldn't because the satellite kept getting interrupted. I'm like, there's no storms going on, and it took me a while to figure out what it is.
Peacock?
I don't think you can do it on the same day, and it's not anyway. No, that's PLEs. It's not for the thing that comes on Fox. So anyhow, it turns out that this storm can affect GPS, can affect satellites. It can knock out grids in places. So a few years ago when it happened, January 2005 was the last extreme G5 storm. So this is a G5.
G5.
So you know how they do tornadoes?
Yeah.
This is basically the finger of God.
Oh.
So, I mean, do you see Twister?
Yeah.
The finger of God? That's what we're in right now. All right. The finger you're thinking of is not the finger I'm talking about. You need to, what is wrong with you? Really?
That's an extensive list that we don't have time to get into.
Oh, you broke.
Yeah. If God is using that finger, everywhere you live is probably done.
In the Sistine Chapel, he uses it to great effect.
Well, someone drew that, not God. Anyway, so so there's a chance that some of your stuff could be interrupted or has been interrupted. Yesterday, before we did Rob Brown show on the Fan Upstate, 97.1 or 97.7, or online, by the way, if you want to check us out. 6 to 10 Monday through Friday. I'm a co-host on that show. I'm a with and an and.
How did they come up with
Chris came? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I bet Chris was involved. Chris, who's in engineering now, came in and talked about the topographic. I forget what the other word was. In other words, atmospheric problems interfering with some of our radio stations.
Yeah,
and it has to do with solar flares. So it has to do with that. And when he was a producer, we used to get mad every time engineering would say that, because that's the reason why it's the atmosphere. When you get complaint calls, why can't we pick up your signal in Pickens? Because you don't know what a radio is. There's another reason though. It's because of atmospheric. Yeah.
Good night,
I keep twisting Bessie's ears and I can't hear nothing except moves. Anyway,
all I keep getting is Walt that Tula.
No, push the button on that.
Sorry.
Push the button. Push the.
What button do you want me to push?
I wanted you to dump him, is what I wanted.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, it's too late now. All right. Don't give that guy publicity.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's a chance we could see it again tonight, and it'll be pretty cool if you go out and look at it.
On the texts, we've got, is it anything like the asteroid belt to kill the woolly mammoths that came by in 2025 and 29? I don't think the woolly mammoths were around then, because that's next year. Jim and Easley, that is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time, and I don't think I can read it. If I don't think I can read it out, then I shouldn't read it out. And we've got what it seems that Europeans care about Eurovision, and the Americans, US, Canadians do not so much. and they care more about American Idol. Well, I mean, the clue is kind of in the name, the Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah, and the
thing.
fact that no Americans were in there, but they did all speak English.
Yeah.
There is that.
Well, some of them spoke French, but we won't hold that against them.
Doomsday Podcast says, I'm sorry, it's Doomsday Podcast says, I work on an ambulance and the radio started getting goofy yesterday. Yeah. So there's a chance that you're driving along and your GPS tells you to go somewhere and you end up in the field, and it's all the sun's fault.
It is. It's Doomsday. We appreciate what you do, buddy. That's
Absolutely.
an admirable job.
Because Odie used to do that. So
Yeah,
I mean, and even if he didn't, we still appreciate it.
We still appreciate what y'all do.
Yeah, and it's not good when their radio's messed up. So
no, it is not.
And hopefully that clears up before tonight, because again, see, when I think of this and the effects, my first thing goes to that wonderful, I'm going to say like 85, 86, Night of the Comet.
Yes.
Night of the Comet, which was, no, it's a different movie. Night of the Comet.
You
we
know
were
what
in
I'm
the
thinking.
tail of the
Yeah.
comet. And then if you were in a metal building, it didn't affect you. Everybody else was dead or a zombie.
Yes.
So the two girls were like in the theater and they come out sisters, and they happened to be in it. Well, one was in one room, one was somewhere else, and they came out and like everyone was dead. And the ones that weren't dead were zombies.
I think I need to watch that.
It's a little campy now.
I can deal with camp.
Yeah. And they go shopping. They're in New York and there's a radio on. I believe it was New York. There's a radio and they think the DJ's live, and they go in and it's just a reel to reel.
Oh, okay.
So it's voice tracking with a reel to reel, which is
who does
just an
voice
amazing
tracking?
thing.
No good radio station.
Yeah. Anyway, it is the
I thought it was live all the time.
It is all the time. Apparently, Cody is going to fight Logan Paul.
Yes, he is.
Who's Cody?
That would be Cody Rhodes.
I thought they got my name mixed up.
Yes, that'd be Cody Rhodes, who is, by the way, Monday Night Raw, going to be in town this Monday. And if you are a wrestling fan, if you listen to the show, you probably are, make sure you tune in at 8:40 on The Fan or on stream, because we'll be on stream when Rob and I are going to be interviewing Damian Priest. Looking forward to that. He's going to be in studio. And apparently he's 6'5". I knew he was tall.
Whoa.
So Rob and I both are going to feel short.
You're going to have to look up that.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's a weird film. I cannot wait. I got a ton of questions to ask him. Chris says, I used to be an engineer, but I took a solar flare to the knee. That'll do it every time. That will do it every single time.
Every time.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to talk summer movies. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
That's funny, Chris.
Let it go. Move on.
Well,
What are we talking about?
Exactly. By the way, in the future, because I've never done this. No, I'm not. In the future, if I say hit the button, that's the button.
Oh, okay. No, because I was looking at the board. I was like, am I supposed to be playing something?
I should have said dump that.
Yeah. And then I would have just double tap.
I mean, he didn't say a curse word or anything.
No, but I would have done
I just want to
anyway.
make sure you guys are paying attention.
Okay. I don't even know what you said. And the reference to it,
no
I'm
other
like,
people exist except for the people in this building.
Yeah. Your dude came back to me. I could probably say it on stream. There's no curse words in it.
Okay.
Hey guys, do you know they
Muffin Man? Yeah.
The Muffin Man.
Oh, do you know the honeybee dies after mating? Their whole life is honey nut Cheerio.
That's a dad joke, right?
That's a dad joke.
Okay. All right.
I think it's funny.
You're right. Luigi doesn't get the credit he deserves. For one, he is a great brother. He's an excellent brother. And people just want to pick on Luigi, but Mario wouldn't be the guy he is without Luigi.
Luigi's a menace in Smash Brothers too. Like, you take one bad headbutt, you're gone.
Yeah. Or even a good headbutt.
Hey, check this out. We're going to be talking about this. This is really cool. And then on the back.
Needs a little time.
I don't think I'll get flagged for that. Who knows? We'll see.
I don't think you will.
We actually have a story about that. But yeah, we're going to talk summer movies when we come back.
Chris is saying cicadas and solar storms. It's the end of days.
Yeah, by the way, them cicadas, you find dead ones all over the place, and they are so loud. When I get home, I just stand outside my car before I go in and just listen to them. All the zombie fornicating going on.
I was about to say, I would like to remind the rest of the audience that the sound of cicadas is probably zombies mating out.
Yeah, it is. They're spreading their zombie disease.
Zombies need love too.
Yeah, but somebody gonna eat them. We remember I did a story about people cooking cicadas,
Yeah.
and then it's game over, man.
Yeah, it's game over, man.
Odie, I think you should curb all your philia.
What?
All of the philia. All of the various philia.
Okay.
There's a hyphen in there, I think.
I think so.
That
He's
might
talking
be a
about,
little
like,
too highbrow for
necro
this crowd.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Our crowd are uber intelligent.
I was talking
Yeah.
about this room.
Yeah, well, he's talking about me, apparently.
No, you understood.
I
Odie
did.
did not.
I did. Yeah.
Get it all.
Because
I
he couldn't
still
hear
don't.
you. Your voice got lost. That's why.
Amongst the papers
Yes.
Ah.
of voice losing. Hi.
Okay.
Somebody's not happy
They
with
do,
that.
Chris. They do in a way, except for in my house because I lived in the deep woods. It's a constant. I mean, there's no break in it. And in certain parts of the day,
There's
it
no
lessens
intermissions.
because other sounds get louder, but it's always in the background. So it's going to be weird when the cicadas are gone. The silence that they leave behind, I think, will be noticeable.
Ah. I got a good one. I got a good text. It's a long text.
You act like that's a rare thing.
Huh?
Our texters are awesome,
Yeah.
except for the ones who just send stuff to Odie that you can't say on the air.
Yeah. I think it's funny because I get to giggle. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's
Me
just-
as an engineer, I'm looking at this going,
it's all right. It's righteous, you know?
it's getting me a little bit.
It's
you know,
cool. No, he's just sleepy. That's all.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start packing Nerf guns.
Don't need to pack a Nerf gun when I pack a 357. That's my carry piece.
As Odie slowly becomes a cowboy. Well,
And-
you already are one.
Yeah,
So
no slowly about it.
Welcome back into the club. You listen to the Upstate Pulse, Lonzo and Odie.
It's a Chapman Club.
And
oh yeah.
it should be a Croatian club.
It's
I'm
Eurovision.
Lonzo. By the way, I am getting texts that the Spartanburg baseball team has named their mascot,
Odie.
and it's Spartanburgers. It's the same thing the other one was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, I mean, you know, at least I got a T-shirt already. So no,
Spartanburg Papiers.
yeah, it's just Spartanburgers. Yeah, it's
Oh,
just which the other team
Puppeteers.
was that, and they just, I mean, I guess the merch was already made. I don't know.
You know, if you're on
Yeah.
a winning formula, don't change it. On the text line, Odie and guys, the geomagnetic storm greatly reduces skywave radio propagation. I think
It's propagation.
Propagation.
Yes.
which includes AM radio, long wave, and shortwave, and certain other ham radio frequencies, because it's broke up into different messages. Last night, I could not pick up it all with all the high frequency. Basically, he's saying that with everything that was happening, he couldn't pick up anything really. And I think that's true because I remember when I was a kid, I used to listen to Radio Luxembourg, which was
Radio Luxembourg.
Yeah, it
all
was.
Luxembourg all the time. Oh, oui.
That's France.
Yeah. What language do they speak in Luxembourg?
Flemish.
Do they?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, what's Flemish sound like?
I don't know.
Heard of her.
Okay, well,
I don't speak
You
Flemish.
listen to Radio Luxembourg. You at
Yeah,
least-
they spoke English.
you said
What
they
was their
spoke Flemish.
accents?
Radio Luxembourg was the name of the radio station. Do you remember Radio Caroline?
No.
The boat that rocked?
No.
It was a pirate. It's the reason that pirate radio was called pirate radio because they used to broadcast from a ship.
I won't tell no one your name. I know it's
Okay.
pirate
Yeah.
radio is playing on a pirate song. It's a lyric.
There's a lot of
It's
lost
a lyric.
references here.
It's a lyric.
But anyway, Radio Luxembourg, I used to be able to pick it up
Non-music people.
in Ireland on at nighttime. That was the only time I could get it because of the of the lack of atmospheric disturbance from the sun.
All right, people, stream or text. I won't tell no one your name. What song is that? Who's that from? I don't want to look it up.
Pirate radio station.
It's definitely a lyric. It is.
Yarr.
Rob Brown would know. He's sending me text right now, but I'm sure he's not
Arr.
listening.
Ye be listening to the pirate radio.
So that's the reason why a couple of our stations, which are AM stations on FM translators, the reason why they had trouble, because the original broadcast is an AM signal,
Yes.
like the Fan and the Block.
Yeah.
But they are translated to an FM translator. And so that's the reason why there were problems. Goo Goo Dolls. Thank you, Viper Dave. Yeah.
Did Viper Dave know it, or did Viper Dave look it up?
It doesn't matter.
It does.
Yeah.
I think he knew it.
No, Mark, it did not take place in London. I'm telling you, it was in America.
We got it on the text as well. 811, they said, Goo Goo Dolls. Oh, do people call you before they dig holes? Because his last 3 numbers of his text message, or she, or they, is 811.
I don't know.
Do you not know that? Man, I'm not even American, and I know before you dig a hole.
I've heard the PSAs. Most people don't care about that.
Before you dig a hole, call 811 so you don't call 911.
All right. So remember that thing that we talked about earlier about when he works on his American accents and it really sounds like an American accent to show us that he's really been fooling us all along? That was a pretty good American accent.
What? No,
yes, it
Yeah,
wasn't
was.
at all.
It
Not
was.
at all. Back in the days, no, where all we had to eat was potatoes and small children. And, you know, we all had to leave the country.
Wait, did he just say they ate small children?
We all had to leave the country because of
You don't
what
want to eat
happened.
potatoes by themselves. You got to, I suppose.
you got to, make them
Yeah,
nice.
it's the pygmies over there. They're cannibals. I gotta say, I'm very disappointed in something, and this is the first time it's happened in a while, and I don't know if it's because I'm old. And Odie doesn't need to go where he's going to go. I realize as I'm presenting this where he's going to
Listen,
go.
just because you're old doesn't mean you can present it to me.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Look, here's the thing.
Listen,
Everything you're going to say can be ammunition for
no
him.
need to call HR. Let's talk about summer movies. Okay. Every summer. By the way, summer movie season is Upstate Pulse season. This is when all the sports are over and people are going out. This should be our season. It's a down season this year. I don't recall this type of summer where there's only a couple movies, period, that I'm looking forward to. Now, I wonder, does it have to do with not as many superhero movies? Because maybe that's it. Movies that I'm interested in, not as many sci-fi movies. I mean, now Fall Guy just came out, and
that was a show, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah. And this was it looked like a combination of Fall Guy and a movie called Hooper, which had Burt Reynolds and Jan Michael Vincent, which was about stunt people. It was a combination of the two and things like that. But there was so much hype going into it, and now they're going to call it possibly a bomb. And there was something about it where I just didn't go see it. Same thing with the movie that you wanted me to go see, and we never went to see it.
Well, it was for other reasons, but the Ungentlemanly Warfare, Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be really good.
Yeah. Well, not according to how much money it's made. So if you look at a movie by how much money it makes by people going to the box office,
true.
I part of the problem, and I looked at a couple of studies where 2024 was projected to be even better than 2023 when Oppenheimer and Barbie came out, because people were going to see either one. I've never seen either one, but people were going to see either one. And this year there hasn't been a movie where everyone's like, I got to go see it. I think there is one coming up, but it's a select audience that can go see that movie.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
Wolverine.
Deadpool. So there are a couple of movies coming out that I went ahead and wrote down that I might be interested in. One's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, but I only watched the first couple, and then I'm behind by like 3 movies.
No, I'll watch
it. I already said Fall Guy. The Crow comes out in August. I'm looking forward to The Crow because I like Skarsgård. I mean, I thought he was an excellent Pennywise, and I think this is kind of a different direction. I think it's going to be pretty bloody, but so was the first one.
Do you think it's going to be the first one remade, or is it going to be like the Brandon Lee version remade with Skarsgård, or is it going to be something completely
Well, if you
different?
watch the previews, it's kind of like that. He's an avenging angel. The Crow is basically an avenging angel
he is.
because his wife or girlfriend, whichever, got killed by a bunch of people. So it looks like a retelling of the same thing. Alien Romulus is coming out. Here's the problem with the Alien movies. So it's like the ones with the last one, I think, was Prometheus with Fassbender in it.
Yeah.
But how long ago was that? I mean, that was like a decade ago, at least it seems like.
But it's out free to air.
There were some sequels to that one, and then I don't even remember what the last one was for that.
All right, so I'm interested in If, because because it's imaginary friends and it's got Ryan Reynolds in it, and it looks like it would be pretty good. It reminds me of a show, Drop Dead Fred,
yeah.
which was a movie about imaginary
That was
friends.
good.
Yeah.
Also, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. It makes me think of that too.
Yeah. Trey on the stream, I mentioned Spartan Burgers. I didn't realize they were a Hub City Spartan Burgers, but it's still Spartan Burgers. So if I'm kind of interested on that comes out on 17th, but again, there's nothing in here that makes me go, man, I can't wait till next week when that movie comes out. Furiosa is coming out, which is a Mad Max saga. I mean, when did that movie come out? The last Mad Max, and was Furiosa so much so that the previews look good because it's got Chris Hemsworth, and basically a bad Thor. I don't know.
Yeah, but it doesn't have Max in it anymore.
It hasn't for a while.
I just think that's not Max
because he's old.
No. When they remade it like it was
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy was the new
It's been
Max.
so long ago since it was out that I just have forgotten about it. I remember the outfits and stuff and I do with the guitar. I mean, because that was pretty wicked.
Also, Conan spoofed that and got to do the whole flaming guitar thing. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet to be on that thing and play that. The next Bad Boys comes out. I watched the first couple. Haven't watched any since then. Will Smith, we'll see if he can rebound. There's a couple M. Night Shyamalan movies coming out, The Watchers and Trap.
They'll be twisty.
Yeah, probably. A Quiet Place Day One. The previews look pretty good, but I never saw A Quiet Place.
No, I haven't seen it, but I've heard
A Quiet Place is a really good movie. I never got to see Quiet Place Part 2.
All right, it's Doomsday Podcast says Ghostbusters was last good movie. The first half of Ghostbusters was really good. The second half was like they got bored. I mean, that's just me. It just,
Yeah, I think it went a bit too quick at the end.
It just didn't do anything for me. Well, it did. Twisters. I'm interested in Twisters. I hate tornadoes, but I'm interested in Twisters and what they're going to do with that, but not the same way. So the only other two movies are Borderlands, which Cameron is being highly critical of, but it looks kind of good.
Oh, I'm going to go see it and I'm going to go trash it.
I just want to see what Jamie Lee Curtis is like in it. And also Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine's going to be exactly what the first two were.
Except it's got Wolverine in it.
Except it's got and a bunch of other cameos. So that's going to be, but the summer movies of 2023, they're just not.
No,
it just doesn't. But I'm more of superhero horror, that type of fan. People out there just watching rom-coms and stuff. Are they excited about this summer? I don't know. We need to take our final break.
Maybe.
Let us know what you think about the summer movie season that's coming up. Text line is 71307. Odie bumps his head like that before the music even starts. Or check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X at the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD.
My finger hurts. I'm not going to show them which finger hurts because I will get in trouble for that.
None of us are taking the bait.
I'm just saying it does. When I grab my headphones, I grab them with my sore finger. The one in the middle there. See there?
They look pretty good. Yeah, I like the green.
See the blood mark? See where the girl, see the little red dot? That's where she stuck me with a needle.
Stop doing that. What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
Because I give blood. That's where I got my blood drawn. Well, that's where I got my
Use
test.
your pointy finger.
That one there. That's where I got my test blood drawn from, for my hemoglobin test.
You know, my niece does that a lot too.
Yes.
Well,
but she's
points
5
with
and she's learning, which
Yes.
finger to point with.
You know, if you point with that finger in Thailand, it's a really big deal. Like, you should never, ever do it.
Huh.
Why?
They point that way. They point with their thumb.
That's weird.
Okay, that is weird.
Pointing with your finger, that pointy finger in Thailand is the same as using the next finger to it.
Oh.
So you're saying Mr. Rogers slipped everybody off in Thailand?
Who?
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
When he's going, where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? You don't know Mr. Rogers?
He just secretly just hates
He's kind of creepy. I think he's creepy. Other people think I'm weird because I think he's creepy.
Is that the guy that had the beautiful day in the neighborhood that took
Yes.
off shoes
Yes.
in the house
And then
put on a new pair of shoes?
And he had to put on a sweater also. Yeah.
That's weird.
His cardigan or whatever it was.
That's, yeah. Oh, yeah. Someone just said that they love Midnight Shyamalan. The series Split, Unbreakable, and Glass. I have seen all of them recently, and they were good.
All right, someone needs to look at where Night of the Comet was based in. Could you do that, Odie?
Night of the Comet.
Yes. Because Mark's still saying London, and I don't think it was London. I thought it was New York or Chicago or someplace like that.
What about a werewolf?
Puppets were creepy. We were, Trey. I just thought he was creepy. Creepy puppets.
California. Oh, no.
I look it up, but I don't want to mess the hub of the StreamYard up.
It's set in LA.
Set in LA. Okay, see, I thought it was America.
You know why most movies are set in LA?
Because they're filmed in LA?
Exactly.
Except
It's
not so much anymore. A ton of things are filmed in Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, a lot of the old ones, yeah. Like someone said that to me once. You know why LA is always getting blown up and destroyed and burned and all that kind of stuff? It's like, no, why? Because it's set there and it's cheaper to do it there.
Why? Can you explain Tokyo then? Is it that way for the Japan film industry?
It would be Tokyo, would be the big one for the Japanese.
All right.
That's why Godzilla.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Yeah, him.
You owe me money.
350.
350.
That was so bad. That episode made me laugh so much. Where Chef's dad was there and the Loch Ness Monster kept trying to get 350 off them.
Yeah, you're right. That had what's his name? The dude who was in Oppenheimer. Was he? No, that wasn't Life Force. He was in 28 Days, I think. Life Force was creepy though.
It was Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy.
Good friend of mine.
Cillian Murphy is a good friend of yours. Why is he not on the show?
Because he doesn't do that kind of stuff.
Okay, all right. That's
I was
good.
about to say,
good
have you
answer.
seen him in
Good answer.
interviews?
Yeah.
Yeah. He hates them.
Yeah.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here on with Odie and Cameron. Matthew's not here because he's at a Mario party. It brings me joy. This is weird, I know, but it brings me joy. In the next hour, I want to tell you something we're going to do. We're going to do a taste test. And it's going to be interesting because I forgot about one thing. So I think it's not going to bother Odie so much.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it will. So there is, one of those things that's happened on the internet. Some lady named Meemaw. I don't know why. Meemaw.
We're getting this from Meemaw.
We're getting this from Meemaw. Some lady from Meemaw on TikTok, I think.
From Meemaw, or
yeah,
she is Meemaw.
She calls herself Meemaw.
Okay.
So, so some lady who calls herself Meemaw filmed herself driving up to Sonic, and what she got from Sonic was a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
With pickles in it.
What's your point?
So we're gonna have Dr. Pepper with pickles, with pickles.
I would like some pickles in my Dr. Pepper.
Not the pickles. If you have the pickles in your Dr. Pepper, then you might be a cannibal. We are going to have pickles. Pickles in our Dr. Pepper. So Odie's like, no big deal.
Have you met my wife?
No, actually, we have not met your wife.
Well, she drinks pickle juice.
Yeah, my mom did that too, and I've drank pickle juice, but I've never put pickles in Dr. Pepper. It's another one of those things where it's a big a craze that's going across the internet where someone said, let's see if we can get other people to do this. And apparently Meemaw did, and it worked because we're going to do it on the show.
Apparently you're influenceable.
Yeah, I am. By Meemaw?
Influenceable.
You got to do what your Meemaw asks you to do. I mean, she said, Meemaw said put pickles in your Dr. Pepper, so we're going to do that.
Oh.
So Alan says, no.
I'm with you, Alan.
Yeah.
Alan, Diagwich McCord.
This is one of you guys.
That's one of my boys.
Is it? Okay.
That's my boy.
Don't you tell him to do that.
I will.
How come you don't have another L and an E in your name? Why is that?
Because he's
That's
not
not how you spell Alan.
because he's not American.
Okay, is that how you spell Alan in Ireland?
Well, that's how Alan spells Alan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that how Alan is just spelled?
It's no. Well, it can
Alan.
be like any name. You can spell it however you want.
Yeah.
But it's Allen in Merck.
Yeah, but
I've
he's
seen
not in
other-
Merca.
Yeah, unless you're Darby Allen, which I think he spells his name that way.
Maybe.
Who's gonna like climb that big mountain, and then he broke his foot, and then he got hit by a bus last week. Legitimately got hit by a bus. Darby Allen, who I've interviewed, he's a wrestler for AEW. One of his buddies was about to get hit by a bus, so he shoved him out of the way in New York, and he got hit by a bus, and he's all bloodied up, and he still went and saw the show anyway because he's Darby Allen.
That's just a Tuesday for him.
Yeah, it really is. He's been in body bags thrown downstairs and stuff, and he says he's drug free. So I mean, there's that.
Well, look here's the thing. You've met me, and I'm completely drug free. So
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone in this room can't judge anybody.
Someone,
So-
some lady will say her name's Lisa is worried about me drinking this because the sour doesn't do too well with the stomach. But you got to do the show must go on.
do what you got to do.
Here's the thing
You
that
got
sucks.
to do.
Here's the thing that sucks for me. I hate Dr. Pepper.
I know you do.
That's the main thing.
but
it's not even the pickles.
you know who drinks Dr Pepper with no ice.
I know.
Yeah.
It's the Irishman
Yeah.
across from me.
Somebody says as well, boiled peanuts in RC cola.
Which is wet peanuts is it's just nasty.
I tried
man.
boiled peanuts once, and I will never.
Yeah. It's
never,
just
never.
soggy peanuts. Why? I don't get
They
it.
tasted like snot.
Yeah, pretty much the consistency of for sure.
A little bit harder. Not that I go around eating snot.
But do you
but-
you move in somewhere like you from Peninsula, and you come into a place like this, which is actually a big
I've got my homies here tonight.
country.
So just
Yeah.
you just watch out.
okay.
Good. So you can all.
Do you,
America
do you try to acclimate by trying the customs of the place where you move into and go, okay, everybody's into that. Let me try that and see if it's any good.
Yeah, no, I do. I've tried it. I've definitely tried it.
I don't know what that means. Is you actually talking about cake or is it's Odie, man? Half the stuff he says.
Put your
Coke.
glasses on.
Oh, okay. It does say Coke. My bad.
See, here's the thing,
I, thought
right?
it said- I really like some cake.
Coca-Cola-
I like some chocolate cake.
Coca-Cola was made in Atlanta,
I like some ice cream.
except
And had
Alan,
cocaine in it.
Alan
Yeah.
has the biggest shares in Coca-Cola because he drinks that much of it.
Oh, okay. All right.
He loves the stuff.
Okay.
And
Nothing
I love
wrong with
Alan,
that.
so it's all good. Oh, look, we're nearly. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I nearly noobed.
No, you didn't. I
I
mean,
was just looking down. I was like, oh,
yeah, but here's the thing. If you're smooth, even if you miss the cue, you can still play the music and you fade it out if you do it the right way and
Oh,
have
yeah,
things in the
yeah.
right
Oh, yeah.
channel instead of putting everything in one side that makes it difficult.
It's the trick of
Yeah,
saying
it's-
nothing
it's-
and then
it's-
just carrying on.
It's thinking ahead and knowing how to do things, ahead is what I said. Okay. That's exactly what I said. All right. In the next hour,
did I
we are
dump you?
gonna,
Did I dump you? No, I didn't.
You didn't have to dump me because
Because
we are going to do that
Someone
taste
says
test.
Also, try pickles on pizza. I can't see why not.
Yeah, I think I've had pickles on pizza before.
It doesn't sound that bad.
We're going to do Ask Odie, and
yeah.
we're going to talk some video games, including something that was mentioned earlier on the stream, Nerd Roundtable, which has some questions that we're going to talk about.
Lots
And
of-
Kevin says, Lonzo, I can't wait till Monday. The Spartan Burgers, I know. My guy swerved us all. He did. I should have sleuthed better. I could have figured it out. All right, you're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD. We continue on the stream during the top of the hour news break, so make sure you check out the stream right here on X and Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, 98.9 WORD or the Upstate Pulse. Nerd Hour on the way. Well, I can see the clock.
I know you can see the
You see
clock,
the
but I was
countdown.
fading you up into it as well.
You didn't have to fade me up or in or any of that, man.
I was just watching out for you, buddy.
Is that what you buddy? Oh, wow.
Not
now,
your buddy,
now
pal.
I'm your buddy, pal.
Not your pal, guy.
Listen, fella, you
Not-
don't call me buddy.
I'm not your guy, fella.
Not your fella, friend.
Listen, bro,
Not your friend,
I am not your
acquaintance.
fella. Wait, no, that's what I meant.
California. Hello, Alan.
Is that like how
Alan
how you
is-
greet your friends?
What? No.
Like the girlfriend?
yeah, you can't do that.
Hello.
So Alan, what'd you think about
Hey,
Eurovision?
Everybody,
Were
every,
you
Alan,
happy?
everybody apart from Alan, look away from the camera now.
No, do not do that. Alan, are you upset about the fact that Croatia got robbed? Because Croatia should have won that thing.
I like how you watched it for one day and you got so into it.
It's addictive.
Has nothing to do with that. I like bands and I like good bands. Switzerland was not one.
No, they weren't.
By the way, Trey, Rob Brown from the Rob Brown Show,
Where did
Oh,
they
that-
go?
which I just happened to be on, sent me a picture of the jerseys, and the green ones look pretty sweet. They do. But you notice there's one thing that's not on it. Pink,
Pink.
which Rob
is
really
my
wanted
new
on the jerseys,
affection.
was pink.
Why?
Because he likes pink. Tinky Winky, remember?
Pink.
Oh, that's right.
It was love at first sight. And P when I turn out the light.
Which I do believe is the first thing I said to him when I met him. Was like, "Yeah, what's up, Tinky Winky?"
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that on stream too. So yeah.
And I think I'm singing the Pink song.
Which Pink song? Which hit?
Aerosmith Pink.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were singing a song from Pink.
No, I don't really know many of her songs.
Hey now, you're a rock star.
Get your game on.
No,
Go
it's a different one.
play.
It's a
No,
different
what
one.
are you doing?
I don't know.
I mixed it up a little.
Where are you?
Where
She
are you?
does sing something that has rock star in it. Pink does.
Yeah, rock star.
That's what I had the tune right. I had the word
You're not
wrong.
a rock star.
I'm sorry.
You got your rock moves.
Oh, I thought you didn't know Pink.
I do. Hello, Alan. Divil a bit. What do you have to?
He just wants to hear.
I want
wants us
to,
hear
I
what an
want
actual
to egg
conversation-
all and creamy pints.
Here's a portion of the thing that's captioned as Irish
Hang on,
gibberish.
Why are you making that face while you're speaking Gaelic?
Gaelic. It's not Gaelic.
It's Gaelic.
Say hello to Alan. That's Alan.
Hello, Alan. Huh?
There's camera number. You can't see him, but you
Oh,
Hi.
you can see his avatar. It's just like talking to him. I'm sure he looks just like his avatar.
He does look exactly like his avatar.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
I really need to get
You're
that
going to see
helmet.
now in a second.
Yeah, you're gonna mess up because there he is. Hey, Alan. You can already see us. Look at Alan. There's Alan.
What's up?
That's all the boys. Come here. I just said I'd come on and say hello to you, but I'm going to go again because I got radio stuff to do.
Oh no, keep talking to him. Keep on. Hey, you go ahead and do
Here,
that.
look. We
Come
can
on,
put
get
you.
it
We'll
close to
put
the
you on the
buzzer.
stream. There, you're on the stream now.
There, he's
Say
on the
hello to the
stream.
world. This is the vote from the Irish police. See, Lonzo wants me to stay on the phone to you. I'm going to put you here on the microphone. Lonzo wants me to stay on the phone to you because I'll mess up. Don't say any bad words. Actually, no. Yeah. Stop it. Stop it.
All right,
All
see,
right, all right,
see,
all right.
you
Yeah,
knew.
yeah.
You knew.
All of you. It's a thing.
We
You
can't-
say not
We
to
can't
do
dump the
something.
stream, so I mean, it's just
It's
yeah.
out there.
Why would you do that to a porpoise?
John, dude.
So is whopping?
You should have been faster, John.
That's terrible.
I'm guessing you were. You was.
So is whopping worse than whipping?
Is whooped.
He said whooped.
Is it whooped?
Yes. Don't
Oh,
talk
okay.
about me again.
Yeah,
And you
that's
got your
fine.
glasses on.
I'm not here.
If you're not
I-
here, where are you?
Hey, how come he got whopped, man?
I got whopped and
Did you
whooped
get-
and beat and all kinds of stuff.
Did you get whopped?
Get whopped upside the head.
Whoop up.
No,
side.
it's whopped
yeah, whooped.
upside the head. You got whopped upside the head. Yeah.
I was
Is
turning up that
everyone in
fader,
this
it's
town
not
on
doing
drugs? Sorry. I mean, that's part of the.
You're quoting the intro. I get it.
Yeah. I was.
But that's so hour
I was
one.
participating.
We're like in the nerd hour. So I mean,
Why do I feel like I'm the uncool kid with the uncool kids?
I don't know what
I'm
you're talking
not-
about. I'm guessing Odie was a very cool kid.
He found his charisma late in life.
it. Very late in life. Around 37.
Well, it's like all right? I have a question for you.
Go for it.
Were you always quick-witted?
Yeah.
As far as like, okay,
It
did
got
that
me
often get you into trouble?
all the time.
Okay,
Trey, yeah,
Was there
his
just a
hair is
point
better than usual.
where people stopped fighting you and the quick wit was appreciated as opposed to
When I got on stage,
yeah.
It's like a thermometer, Trey. When he's having a good time, his hair turns redder. We've seen it happen before. It is a phenomenon. Look at that. It's
Is that like John
blazing red.
Mellencamp?
It's like his hair's on fire.
my hair is on fire.
What about
I
your
can
pads?
feel the heat over here.
Let's do some radio.
Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here along with Odie and Cameron. Matthew is not here because he's at a Mario Party.
How many times? How many times are you going to do that?
We do it every time because he's at a Mario Party.
You're beating the horse. It's already dead.
It's a big horse. It's a really
That
big
doesn't
horse.
make it any less dead.
Is the
There's
Mario
not more live portions of the horse. All of the huge horse is dead.
Well, you want to make sure there's no life left.
is the Mario Party as good as a Marty Party?
I don't know what that is.
Well, remember I introduced you to Marty Whelan with the
Oh yeah,
fantastic.
well, see, I only have a small sample of Marty, but he
Yeah.
was amazing. His mustache is nearly unbeatable. But
Superfluous.
Tom
isn't it?
Selleck does exist. So is,
Tom Selleck does exist, but I
and-
think Marty has the mustache going.
and so does the why am I forgetting his name? Sam Elliott. He exists. So as long as those mustaches exist, Marty is just at
So
least number 3.
would you consider those men paragons of mustache?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Without a doubt. When you think a certain kind of mustache, you either think Sam Elliott or you think Tom Selleck.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a very good point.
Sam Elliott's mustache has its own charisma.
Well, it's his hair, it's his eyebrows, it's everything. It's what every old man wants to look like but can't.
I'm hoping.
Well, I mean, if things are turning white on me, if you see the beard, it's going to be a matter of time before everything is white, as
Yeah.
long as it doesn't fall out. So I mean,
You just gotta
you
throw
know,
a ghost at you.
yeah, the hair has receded, but
Yeah,
it stopped.
It's
It's
thinning.
stopped. It's thinning. Yeah.
Well, as Alan likes to tell me all the time, that it looks like it's costing me more money to wash my face every year, and it is.
that's a nice one.
Every
Yeah,
time
very nice.
I FaceTime Alan, like we FaceTimed him during the break, Alan always says
what,
to me, "You're
what a joy that was.
yeah." But thing is, he wasn't saying bad words. He was saying the word for word in Irish. And we've told people.
Yes,
about
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew what he. Yeah, the last one wasn't though.
No.
No, the
No, it
last one
was.
was the last dude.
That's
Yeah,
The,
no.
the point of emphasis. I don't think so.
No, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, come on.
He really
Look, come on,
emphasized that
come
on
on.
that dolphin.
Yeah, I mean, it's the plural for words, like it's words, but you have to put the emphasis on the "f" part, and that's what. Anybody out there, just go look up, go to Google.
Don't.
Go
No,
to,
don't do it.
no, because
Don't do
it's
that.
spelled. It's spelled.
It's a trap.
Listen to me. It's spelled focal, as in a focal point, but it's pronounced.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah,
that's absolutely enough. All right, in this hour, we are going to do our taste test. We're putting pickles in Dr. Pepper, and we're consuming said Dr. Pepper, which Meemaw said is good. And if your Meemaw says it's good, it's got to be, right?
I want pickles in my Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
So
it's-
is
you
this
see,
like the
that's a
pregnant
little-
lady's
little-
cucumber
that's not-
water?
You got them taters.
Nah, it just doesn't work. You gotta Billy Bob, you are not. Billy Bob, you are not. We also got Nerd Roundtable. Going to talk
I'm
some
more
video
like
games.
William Robert.
Are you?
Yeah.
William Robert.
I wouldn't be
Okay.
Billy Bob. I'd be
Okay.
William Robert.
Would you? Okay.
Tell you what.
William Robert O'Houlihan. I don't know.
Oh, furniture.
Yes.
Let me go get my reg.
What?
All right, we got some things to do here, including the Lord of the Rings movie. The next Lord of the Rings movie was already announced, but now we know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And who's going to be directing it and who's going to be starring in it. It's going, or some of which, it's going to be The Hunt for Gollum. And it was not. I think there's some disappointment there.
A little bit.
I think there is, but Andy Serkis is going to not only reprise
It's
his
gonna
role as
be-
Gollum, but he's directing. You know, and some other people thought, why isn't it Peter Jackson? It won't be as good. Andy Serkis is a good director.
Yeah, he is.
He's been doing a ton of directing movies that you didn't know he was doing.
It's just going to be 3 hours of Golem's getting the mess beat out of him.
Oh, I hope he does beat poetry because that would be awesome.
Yeah, but you wonder how
I don't know
far-
if he can snap his fingers though because they're pretty long.
You'd
He
wonder,
just gets past the Hobbit bouncer into the.
I wonder how far he's going to go back, though.
If it's not, well,
If it's the hunt for Gollum, is it when Gollum was taken by the evil forces of
the ring
Mordor?
race and I don't know because he was alone in the cave for a very long time.
Mhm.
Well, we know Deagle didn't go find him because he killed Deagle. Deagle
was
dead. Yeah.
Deagle lying on the bottom of a river.
Deagle dead, and then he took Deagle ring.
Mhm.
That's what he did.
You don't choke the lava out, Deagle.
He did. So it would have to be, and you can't use Gandalf looking for him. Although Gandalf was looking for him.
You haven't aged today.
Remember? That was real good. Gandalf was looking for him.
Yes, he was.
So maybe you could do that. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's just the main characters are actually the Nazgul, and they just keep getting into more hijinks.
So we do have someone.
Hijinks.
We do
Yes.
have
I can just
someone.
imagine. Hello and welcome
it's
to the
only-
hijinks
they
with
only-
the Nazgul.
They only speak in the screaming.
Yes. Okay,
Well,
why
one
does
of
it
them
sound
gets lost
pig-like at the end? I don't know. It's just maybe they were eating. That's what it was.
We're having some
We do have
food.
someone on the show allegedly who has interviewed Peter Jackson.
Really? Cameron, you
Yeah,
interviewed
yeah,
Peter
yeah,
Jackson?
Yeah, it was
So-
good.
so
So I was
what-
like 5.
So what was Peter Jackson like, and did you ask him if they were doing any more movies?
Yeah, when I interviewed him, it was back in 1999, 2000. And it was so short. Like, it was kind of like, hi, I'm reporting for Flirt FM, and I've got Peter Jackson here with me. Hi, Peter. Do you know when you're doing stuff on the thing, do you always do a cameo? Oh, yeah, mate. I always make sure I get into each movie as a cameo. Okay. Anyway, back to you in the studio. That was pretty much it.
I didn't think that there was a Chris Farley version in Ireland, and apparently there is. It was Odie. Okay,
Odie was
all
the
right.
Chris Farley of Ireland.
Wow.
The interview was so short, and I was given, like, when the interview was happening, all of the big radio stations, all of the big TV stations, they all got in first. I was working for a student radio station, Flirt FM.
Wait,
and-
wait,
Wait,
what?
Flirt?
Flirt?
Flirt FM,
Flirt-
that's what it was
F-
called.
FLR?
Flirt
IRT?
102.5.
So it was only just like R&B, like slow stuff.
Was
you
it,
know?
was it?
No, it
like-
was. See, here's the thing with Flirt FM. It's whatever people wanted to play.
Oh, it was a student radio
It
station.
was student
so,
radio.
Yeah.
So pretty much
What
anything.
music did
Welcome
you
to
play?
Flirt FM.
I actually got away over the course of about 5 nights of playing the entire Tenacious D album.
I don't know why you say it's
Student radio.
It's student radio. You can do
It's
just
still-
about anything.
It's monitored. Like, you can get away with some stuff, but yeah. But no, when I interviewed him, it was kind of a thing that they felt sorry for us. Like, they really felt sorry for us because we were down, kind of standing there like poor students and kind of, if Mr. Jackson has like an extra couple of minutes, could we please talk to him, please? And could we? And literally as he was walking
Hey,
out,
did you see his eyes? Can you picture him with no glasses, a young Odie pleading? It'd be you remember
Can we speak to Mr. Jackson, please?
it would be like Puss in Boots
yeah,
when he tried to look
Yes.
cute.
Yes.
When he tried
my
to look
eyes
cute.
got bigger and everything.
Yeah, it was okay.
But yeah, and it was literally as he was walking out of the room that he was being interviewed in, he was walking and I was walking beside him with my microphone shoved up his nose. And
Was it like one of those stick mics?
it was kind of like one? No, it was a little Zoom H4, I think it was, or H2. Remember the really small little Zoom mics? And it like as we were walking, I was.
You
had it
said
pointed to him.
H, by the way. I don't know if you.
I didn't quite
It was,
catch
it was an H.
Listen here, America boy. I was walking
Yeah. One of
along.
my favorite wrestlers of all time, Triple H.
Triple H.
Yes,
Triple H.
Hunter Hurst Helmsley.
Yeah, that's his name.
Well, that's what William
Don't
Regal
worry about
called him, Triple H. And I thought that was just a character thing, but apparently,
Oh, it's in English. then.
yeah, it was. Well, he was from England, so there are similar languages with also Ireland, I believe.
Yeah, except
That's-
we speak it proper.
It's a peninsular thing.
I think you turned my mic down.
No, your mic's up.
No, your mic is fine.
Just
Okay.
give
Yeah.
me the look of Mike flaccitation.
So anyway, are you looking forward to another Lord of the Rings
yes,
movies?
I am. I really enjoy it.
Did you think the Hobbits were a disappointment?
No.
Disappointment. Hobbit. But,
No,
yeah.
I think they took a lot of liberties with it. I think they
Yeah,
made
the
it-
effects have gotten better. If you look
Mhm.
at if you go back and watch the original Lord of the Rings, and you can see that effects have gotten better now. So hopefully they can do it better.
Yeah, they will be able to. But I Lord of the Rings, the book is my favorite. I'm just going to call it the book because I know it's 3 books, but it's my favorite series of books to read. I've read The Hobbit a few times. Yes, it's more of a childish kind of book, novel, whatever you want to call it, and the Silmarillion and the unfinished stories. I've read all of Tolkien stuff, and so going to watch the Lord of the Rings, I was just excited.
See, same here.
Yeah.
So in my 10th grade English class, I finally got a teacher who had some good books that I never read,
Yep.
including Three Musketeers, The Hobbit for the first time. Once I read The Hobbit, it's like, okay, I had seen the
Rankin Bass.
Rankin Bass cartoon,
Mhm.
but I had never read the book. So I read the book, and it's like,
So why
okay,
is all their stuff Nightmare Fuel?
I've got to get Lord of the Rings, and I've read for a time. I read the series once per year.
Yeah. I did that
So
as
when the
well.
movies came out, I was like, oh my gosh, but no Tom Bombadil. I was always disappointed about
I was
that.
very happy
Yeah.
about that.
Why? You don't like Tom Bombadil?
I always hated that section.
Why?
It just bored me.
It definitely is a departure from everything that's going on, but you need some happy in the midst of everything being doomish,
Yeah.
if you will. Yeah.
But I can now say something that I've wanted to say for quite a long
Are
time.
you going to sing Frodo of the Nine Fingers?
No. But when I worked for a company in Ireland called Iralco, oh yeah, I'm calling it out. I used to work on the night shift. And on the night shift, I did nothing but read books. They'd call me on the radio walkie-talkies, Audrin, will you come over to this machine? Yeah, I'll be there in a few minutes. I'm really busy. As I lick and turn the next page. So there you go, Iralco.
That's a cartoonish level of spite, but
Don't care.
That's
Don't
not
care.
No, it's not off brand.
They
It's not off
took
brand.
6 years of my
Yeah,
life.
I'm just
Don't
picturing
care.
him, feet up. Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. Feet up.
I'll be there in a moment.
I used to sit down beside the lathe. Alan is listening to this, and he
Wait,
knows
sit down beside what?
the lathe.
The
It's
lathe.
Yeah.
Okay,
So he
because
said
your
beside the
enunciation
lathe.
was yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. All
I
right.
used to sit down beside the lathe and do nothing because they stole my life.
Okay. But you got it back, and now you're here in America,
Yep.
getting ready to push a button because we're going to go to break.
That's exactly what we're going
That's
to do.
what we're going to do when we come back. We're getting closer to taste test. I don't know. Do we do it live on the air?
Do you have it? No, well, just
The
I
effects of
do
which
it.
could cause a problem.
Yeah,
so,
I don't
mean-
want it to get near my desk.
Oh no, we can do it.
Oh,
From
okay.
Yeah, we can take turns, or we can do it on the stream. I'd rather do it live on the air.
Okay.
It's more
Yeah,
fun.
we'll do it live in here.
But we'll do it when we come back. We're gonna make preparations
Yeah.
during the break. You can
Correct.
watch us make such preparations
Mhm.
On the stream on Facebook,
Nugget the pickles.
on YouTube, on Twitch, on X at 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. You're listening to said Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of everything pop culture.
You know, you always sound like Miracle Max when you say the voice. The voice. Humperdinck.
It'll take a miracle.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
We must away a break.
I got red Solo cups because we're in the South. Frodo of the Nine Fingers
Kill that.
and the Ring of
Kill it.
Doom.
Kill
Where
it.
did you get 9 fingers? Where is the Ring of Doom? I was filking, man. That's how you filk.
Don't you feel?
I was filking, yo. That's how you filk. That's absolutely how you filk.
Well, that was a demonstration on filking.
And it was a very good rendition of that song. Sounds just like that dude. I don't remember his name, but it sounds just like that dude.
Oh, you got the chopped up one.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. According to Meemaw.
How many pickles are we supposed to have?
I think 4 or so.
4 pickles?
Yeah, at least 4. Could you?
Yes.
That-
Line them up here and I can keep an eye on things.
You're gonna line them up over here. Okay, Barkeep. There we go.
They're lined up.
Daggum lined up. All right. Would you like to pour? I'm guessing you've been a bartender. You've been everything else.
I have actually.
Of course you have. Why are you here?
He's
man?
like Fable 2
Why
in
the
like
heck are
jobs.
you
He did
here?
everything.
or like what's that movie that we really like with Ramona in it and Scott Pilgrim?
Yes,
Like his sister, like works everywhere. Just, I'm not a whole lot because I'm used to taking diet. But yeah, it's pouring. Oh wow. These pickles smell strong. Cameron, please be careful. You don't get too much because of we don't want to spill on the board.
Why are you saying Cameron be careful?
Because if I spill it, I'm in trouble. If you spill it, I'm in trouble.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's why.
I'm in trouble,
Odie's
and then
in trouble.
he's in trouble.
Yeah.
So no matter what we
All
do,
right, so
Dad's in
You
trouble.
want to pick your pickles?
I'll pick my pick.
Pick your pickles. Put about 4 in there. Oh, they're strong.
Peter
It's
Piper.
not going to be what they say it's going to be.
I'll
Cameron, you want me to pick your pickles, or you want to pick your pickles?
I'll pick my pickles.
Okay, I'm going to pick my own pickles.
I'm a self-pickled pick. I
Don't
can't
drink it
say
yet.
that.
Don't drink it yet.
I won't.
You know that Peter Piper picked some of them peppers, but not pickles. Put the lid back on.
What if you were a
Is
pheasant?
that unopened Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
You can have that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Because I didn't. Because I just drink diet. So
What if you were a pheasant plucker?
please stop.
We need to do the
No one in this room drinks. So as far as we know, so
Nope.
no tequila.
7 years off the drink.
Plus,
Not because I needed to, I just-
Dad would be frowned upon by management. And
Oh,
we're
what
not a
if we
music
were-
station.
we were
Everything's
drunk on
okay
air?
over there. I mean, you know.
You can do what they want.
Yeah, you can do anything.
I'm not
Yeah.
mentioning
Dogs
anybody.
running with horses.
Oh man, I feel sick already with the thought of it. I just do. And we're letting it sit there for a little
Why?
bit. We're letting it sit there for a a bit.
Why
before
are
we
you
actually-
doing this?
No, in the cup. They're sitting in
yeah,
the cup a little bit.
Yes.
So the pickle
it's
juice
marinating.
is permeating throughout the DP.
Here's the thing. I love pickles on their own. I hate Dr. Pepper.
Someone on the stream. Oh yeah, I'll do it in a minute.
What?
Or someone on the text.
I smell like pickles.
Yep.
Those pickles are strong.
Woo!
I will be taking the pickles home, but you
I
can have
smell-
the Dr. Pepper.
I smelt my finger and it made me cough.
Oh no.
It's a spicy meatball.
This chair has no arms on it, and I like sometimes reach for the arms, and they're not there. So then I almost
just
fall
droop.
because my chair is like armless.
We're about to go beyond.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse, Lonzo and Odie and Cameron here. Matthew probably really disappointed because he's at a Mario party and he's not going to be here to try our taste test. We have tasted so many things in the past, and this is a legitimate thing, which has me concerned. I know our last taste test, I hated it. I said it was worse. I don't remember what it was.
Maple syrup Pepsi.
Oh, that was it. Maple syrup Pepsi. Okay.
Which I still think is
So,
incorrect because
the-
ranch ice cream was the.
so
And
and
Viper
and
Dave pointed out, didn't you learn your lesson from the ranch ice cream? No.
Here's the thing also. Here's what we do. We've taste tested a lot of things, including things that have become popular on the internet. And we've tried other things that turned out to be pretty good. I will say the Impossible Whopper tasted okay, but it didn't last that long because like an hour later, a couple of us got sick, including me. Some other things we tried, the Cheetos fried chicken at KFC, which was okay, even though that orderly was standing over there shaking his head like, don't do it. And we did it anyway. It was still one. It was an amazing thing. So we try stuff like that. And we tried the ranch ice cream. It was pretty bad. But this, I don't know. It's we've had cheese on chocolate on graham crackers. I mean, we've tried a ton of things.
Some things were okay. Some things were abysmal and came from
At
the
one
pits of
point,
the
Chris
underworld.
brought in a cheese platter to taste, and it's the one time I had to
Yeah.
apologize to him. It was, I think, not goat cheese, but sheep's cheese.
Mhm.
I didn't make it to the trash can,
Oh, no.
and they got some on them. Yeah, I didn't.
Got some in the beard.
I got no, it was on a shirt.
No,
but
I've
yeah.
I'm
tried
just
lots
painting
of,
a better picture for the
I've
audience.
tried lots of different cheeses like that, and you know, I don't really.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You can see the pickles in there.
Ugh.
Are we doing this? So
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
But we're not gonna all do it at the same time because
Okay.
someone has to talk through it.
Okay.
So Cameron likes it the least because he doesn't like Dr. Pepper. So Cameron should go first.
Oh no, I think Cameron should go last. If he
No,
likes,
no.
Let him go. You just want to go first. Let him
no,
go first.
no. I'm just saying, like
He never has to go first.
Cheers.
Okay, go first.
He feels protected. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Cameron is now drinking the pickle Dr Pepper juice. He is now licking. He has now gone back for.
Why'd you throw the licking
two.
in there? Yeah.
He's licking his lips again. He's
Yeah,
swishing. He is wine tasting the Dr Pepper with the pickle juice.
You know what's really weird?
Go for it.
It made the pickles. It made the Dr Pepper taste better.
Okay, so you're okay with it.
Yeah, weirdly
you're okay
enough.
with it. All right, Odie's going to go next.
Okay.
Odie,
Do commentary.
Odie, who loves Dr. Pepper, drinks it everywhere we go with no ice. And he's now trying to Dr. Pepper with pickles in it. You can see this on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X if you want to watch us do the taste test.
That there is some tasty stuff, I tell you.
All right, so describe what you're tasting. What is the difference?
I believe that it tastes. You know the glacé cherries. You know the little cherries you buy for cooking. I don't know what you'd call them. They've got
Maraschinos?
I don't know. They've got coating on them. They've got like a sweet coating on them.
No, but someone on stream or on text may know. Text line
We call them
71307.
in Europe. We call them glacé cherries. Like a glassy
like
cherry.
it's glassy. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
So if you know, but it tastes. I think it tastes like that. I can't think. All right. So here, Lonzo has now decided to.
All right, I did that thing that a lot of people do that you shouldn't do is smell something before you.
Yeah.
Before you. Yeah,
You
I
just
should
go
not
for it.
because I have a problem. I mean, a very sensitive
This one time in
palate
Paris,
and things. All right, so here we go.
Lonzo has the cup up to his mouth. He's now ingesting and imbibing.
3 gulps. 3 gulps.
Oh, here we go.
It's actually pretty good.
It's not bad at all.
It's
Which
so
is-
weird
Which
that it
it's-
works.
it shouldn't be, but what it does, and I hate to say this, but the pickles actually nearly cancel out the taste of the Dr. Pepper.
Exactly. That's what
And
makes it good.
that's unusual. So really, you're just drinking pickle juice.
Eat one of the pickles.
No,
Eat one of the pickles.
no.
Oh, that's just a taste explosion that just
Is that
right
good
into
or is
my
that
mouth.
bad? Okay, I'll take your
Mm.
word for it.
Now
I'm
on
sorry,
to the
I keep-
second part of the taste test.
I really give out about people eating on air, but
Yeah. Well, this is scientific. So Cameron is now trying to pickle. I am not doing that. So I'm not. So
Okay, that's fine.
I have to stay away from pickles because it will hurt my stomach.
yeah,
So,
no, that's
but the juice might take care of that. But
Well, I mean, it's the juice intermingled with the rest of the Dr.
yeah,
Pepper.
yeah. So what'd you think about the pickles? Is it as good as he said it was?
yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah.
There's that.
I mean,
Okay.
it wasn't detracted by the Dr. Pepper, which is the only thing I'm looking for. It's like you have the positive of the pickles with the negative of the Dr. Pepper, and it equals 0.
Don't you listen here now, young fella, you little whippersnapper.
You sound like you're being chastised
No,
by
no.
a leprechaun. You really do.
I
Listen
feel like I'm
here,
looking down at something.
No, he's looking up at you.
Listen here, big fella. Like you're sitting there now, chastising, saying that Dr. Pepper is not. Well, no, I tell you what you can do with yourself now. You can go all the way to Shanabuli, and when you get there now, you won't come back.
I know what happens in Shanaboli.
All right, we're
a
gonna
lot of
no,
terrible
No,
things.
Shanabuli, not Shanaboli.
Yeah, it's two different
Shanaboli?
places. yeah.
Shanabuli.
Yeah, Bully.
You know, it'd help if you pronounce it right.
I'm pronouncing it. Well, no, listen to me. No,
oh,
young fella.
no. Let's take a break. Yeah, before it's
I'm
getting
sorry, I
tense
can't
in
hear
here.
you from up here. It's,
Yeah,
it's really
turn,
hard.
turn on your headphones. No, I get over
There's
there.
a solar
no.
storm going around, so like
And
the
there'll
waves are.
there'll be a crock of gold sitting on your head. I don't mind telling
There's a
you.
crock of gold.
You know, it's funny that we're talking about leprechauns because we're getting ready to come back to the Nerd Roundtable
Potato.
and we're going to talk about leprechauns. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Would it not be Ask Odie?
We're running out of time, dude.
Why not Zoidberg?
We can throw some of those in the roundtable,
Oh, yeah.
but we'll definitely talk about the portal.
Oh, yeah.
You know how I have to compress things into one thing? But I want to talk about the sign thing first.
Roundtable?
Yes. We will not be playing the Ask Odie theme, but we will ask Odie about some of the questions.
Okay.
Hey, you know, some things get left on the floor. That's just how it happens.
This is nice. I like it.
It's all right. It was not bad. Again, it was not bad, but it's
Are
like
you disappointed that it wasn't torture?
no, I thought it would be all right. I did. But I'm having some after effects already because of the pickles. I love pickles, but my stomach is not well for about a year now. So, but I'm willing to do some things
risk
for the
your
show.
health for
yeah.
radio.
Yeah, it's it's for the peeps. You got to do what you got to do for the peeps.
You gotta do it.
You do. You absolutely do. But another member of my family really enjoys pickles, so I will be taking those pickles home to her. She is wanting to know if I ate pickles, and I did not.
Is that wifey?
Yes. She's concerned for my health when I do stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'd also like to point out that, none of my friends have ever ever convinced me to do anything crazy. All of the things that would be considered crazy have been from you.
Okay.
My friends don't need to convince me. I just do.
Yeah. Yes. That's
Well, normally I'm the one who's convincing them to do crazy stuff, but Or no, I set up the elaborate plan and then we, execute it to perfection.
Do you remember the milk challenge that they done on Jackass,
no.
where they had to drink a full gallon of milk and try and keep it down? I can do that.
I think I have a slight lactose thing.
Oh yeah, no.
And I didn't know it till like later.
Oh no, it'll have that effect on me. But I can drink without vomiting or anything like that. I can drink an entire gallon of milk in
So
one
you're like a
sitting.
camel, but with milk.
I could do that when I was younger. I could do that with chocolate milk.
Huh?
I could do that with chocolate milk when I was younger.
Yeah.
When I mean college.
When
Oh,
he
my
was a
fraternity
young
brothers.
warthog.
Hey Reitzel, wake up. Yeah, we're going on a donut run. You want anything?
Oh, donut run.
Sure.
Chocolate milk.
Well, and
And
they would get
donuts.
the old donuts because the old donuts would get marked down like at midnight.
Mhm.
And
Oh yeah.
and so they go get the old donuts.
I really wish that I had moved over here when I was originally possibly going to move over here.
I'm guessing that was going to be college age.
2003. The company that I ended up coming over here with,
Uh-huh.
they had originally asked me in 2003, would I come over? And I was just after buying a house. So I didn't. No, sorry. My options were come here to work or go to Australia, mate. And I went to Australia.
Because of the beaches.
All of the
They
beaches.
prefer to be called girls.
Probably.
Green.
Yeah. Did you surf?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Were you any good at it?
Yeah.
Really?
I can surf.
Did you hang 10?
No, hang 5.
Okay.
Too fat to hang 10.
Okay. All right.
Well, we prefer the term burly.
Did you
I prefer to run fat.
did
makes
you
me want to do
did
something.
you pick up the surfer lingo?
Yeah, I do totally. Except it was like, yeah, totally, mate. Yeah.
Those stars and planets, and those planets likely to develop life. N equals R times FP times NE times FL times FI times FC times L. Yeah, that one.
You might want to get out your tape recorder, because this is going to be a historical moment.
Life is just a fantasy. Can you let this fantasy ride? This is time for the Nerd Roundtable where we, converse, we debate. It's basically what we do in the rest of the show, but it just has a cool intro.
You're so somber at the beginning.
Yeah, I am, because we were talking surfing, bro.
Tonight
And,
on Nighttime with Lonzo, we're going to be mellowing it down a wee bit.
yes. Don't harsh my mellow, Odie.
Mellow yellow,
Yeah,
even.
What are we talking about?
exactly. All right, so Cameron, that's him over there, found a sign. I don't know if it's a legitimate sign or not,
Mhm.
but this sign, supposedly in Madrid, has some things that I think we need to ask some questions.
By the
about.
way, I don't think it's the Madrid in Spain. I think it's a town of Madrid,
Okay,
like
well,
somewhere in
that's-
America.
you know,
No,
it's-
it's only one Madrid.
no,
and
no, no.
that's
This
Hispania.
this seems very European.
Yeah,
I mean,
European.
yeah, it does. Croatia got robbed, man. The town of Madrid will no longer be responsible for
Rights for Croatia.
UFO abductions. So apparently, before the sign went up, they were responsible for UFO abductions. Possibly they said, "Hey, come here, that guy, take that guy."
Part of the
yeah.
charter is that
Yeah.
they will prevent UFO.
So
abductions.
now,
I would
so
take that.
so now Madrid is no longer responsible for that. So you can't sue them anymore. You could before. They also are no longer responsible for werewolf mauling. So before the sign went up,
Yeah.
if you got mauled by a werewolf,
It was
you could go to the city hall
Okay.
and say, "Hey, I got mauled by a werewolf." They were going to give you some
Maybe
money.
it's in London.
They also, Madrid will no longer be responsible for creepy Yeti hugs. Now, the cool Yeti hugs, the ones where you're cold, it's cold outside, you get a Yeti hug, and it's like hugging a Wookiee.
I don't believe that there are any creepy Yeti hugs.
Yes, there are.
They look
No,
really
I'll
show you.
soft.
You come on, I will kick you right square into. Oh no. You know, this is just too much. Where's HR? Ah, no, seriously, get off me.
HR.
Seriously. Ah!
HR.
I'm getting aroused. Stop.
All right. The town of Madrid, not the city of Madrid, it's the town of Madrid. So
You
it's a
copped
small
the feel. I know
town.
you did.
All right. Is no longer responsible for vampire romances. So if you fall in love with a vampire while you're in Madrid, they're no longer responsible for that. Before,
Yeah.
there was like Love of Vampire, and there was a website and stuff there in Madrid.
Yeah, but
no longer.
what vampires was it? Was
Yeah.
it the Twilight ones?
Yeah,
or-
they were sparkly.
Okay.
Yeah. And who wants to?
You don't have
who
to
wants
be
to romance
lonely.
with it? Yes, exactly.
When I'm sparkly and you're
Yeah,
homie.
but-
No, sorry.
But now he's Batman, and everyone's cool with it. All right, the town of Madrid will no
I'm
longer
not.
be responsible for unsolicited Bigfoot pics. So if Bigfoot says it's okay,
Yeah, you're fine.
you're good. You're good.
But if he says no,
But if he says no and something happens, which it
Nah.
will, I mean, you think some stars go off on
Yeah.
paparazzi. You haven't seen Bigfoot
A lot of
when he
feeties in
does
the
not.
room.
I mean,
this just in on the text line, it's against the law to kill Bigfoots in Washington State.
well, there you
Okay.
go. There you go.
Oh.
We're just talking about pictures right now.
Yeah.
You definitely you might get
Okay.
you might get something
Yeah.
if you want to take a picture and he doesn't say yes or
Yeah.
she. Whatever.
They identify.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, the town of Madrid will no longer be responsible for unicorn stabbings. So before, you could stab a unicorn, or if you were a unicorn and you got stabbed, the town of Madrid would have had to pay for it and would have had to.
It's not the other way around.
No. The town of Madrid would have offered you hospitalization.
Ah.
They would have taken care of you, and maybe given you a nurse back in the field or woods wherever you live as a unicorn. And now they won't do that. So unicorn stabbings, no.
They live in unicorn
Yeah,
forest.
they do. All right, just a couple more things that the town of Madrid is no longer responsible for. The town of Madrid is no longer responsible for pixie glitter. Now, listen, we've all been around pixie glitter. It's really hard to clean up, okay?
Yeah, it is.
Now, picture a pixie parade. You got a pixie parade. That's a lot of glitter, man. All the pixies throwing glitter everywhere. Some poor town guy had to clean all that up. He's no longer responsible for that.
You ever
No
been to
more
a pixie
glitter.
rave?
I have not, but
It's
I'm-
crazy, son.
I was going to say,
You see,
again,
I was at this place one night and I got covered in pixie glitter, and it was.
well,
it was-
once you eat, it gets everywhere.
Hey,
All
you were
the
there too?
orifices, Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's-
couldn't see
oh,
each other because the pixie
and
haze.
It was dark and there
All
was
right.
It was
Oh,
dark and nothing but glitter.
The next thing that the town of Madrid,
hole in the middle of the room.
the next thing the town of Madrid will no longer be responsible for is chupacabra bites. Okay, listen, they get, especially this time of year, they get a little frisky. So you got to be careful.
I
with
mean,
chupa-
it's mating season for
it is.
chupacabras.
That's what I'm saying.
and that's how they mate is by
get
biting
frisky.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, they might bite you. You might turn into a chupacabra.
Hmm.
Well, Madrid's like, no, I don't care. We're no longer responsible for that.
Oh, this just in, glitter is certain dust from
Oh.
people that strip paint off walls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Or
Yeah.
it's sparkly.
Yeah.
The other thing that the town of Madrid will no longer be responsible for is average size centaurs. Okay. So if you're an above average size centaur,
Yeah.
Odie's probably grew up around some centaurs. I don't know what's an average size centaur.
About the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So is it about the horse portion being average, or is the torso part?
I'd imagine it's a combination of both.
Yeah,
it's
because
referring to
It's just- so an
centaurs in
average
general.
average size centaur. What do you think?
Well, look,
6'5",
if
something like
his
that.
wife is happy, then it's fine.
There you go. Motions of oceans and things. All right. The next thing that the town of Madrid will no longer be responsible for is sticky vortexes. Cameron and I have talked about this. We don't know what that is.
What
and we're
could it
afraid to
mean?
ask you what a sticky vortex is.
When I was in Australia,
Oh no.
I went to an establishment, and we'll just say,
wait. Were the red lights on?
no,
Okay,
no, never done that.
Okay,
No.
all right.
Roxanne!
But when I returned from the establishment, I went through a sticky vortex.
So did this require penicillin?
No, it's,
Okay, because
it's just lots of alcohol.
all right, I gotta tell
Do
you.
they like occur randomly?
Yeah,
or is
is
it
it-
like
Yeah,
some
she
sort
did.
of-
Can it be
it did. I mean,
transmitted
what?
by
Nothing to do with trans.
Okay,
No.
all right.
Is it like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Yes.
I hear it's a disease of the liver.
Absolutely.
It is. Yeah.
Yes. All right. And finally,
Yes.
the last one.
Okay.
And here's the one that we know you're going to be able to answer
Okay.
because you are an expert in this. The town of Madrid will no longer be responsible for broke leprechauns.
They're cutting their welfare program for leprechauns. Oh no.
As a representative of the Emerald Isle, I have to say that there's been too many people looking for the bottom of a rainbow and therefore taking the crock of gold from Darby O'Gill
Grab
and the
a
little
gold?
people. So what has happened is that all of the poor little broke leprechauns, they're only broke because people are getting greedy and they're following their heart to the end of a rainbow. And now the town of Madrid has looked at the broke leprechauns and said, "Hey, it's your own fault. We don't care about you." And the little leprechauns are just saying, "Well,
So the moral of the story is in greed, save leprechauns. That's what it is.
Stop looking for the crock of gold.
Yeah. I mean, make your own gold. I mean, why you got to steal the leprechaun's
Yeah.
gold?
Well, it's there.
I don't think people really think about, how traumatic it would be if you stole the gold from a leprechaun and he's left broke.
Goldless.
Speaking of leprechaun tales,
Yeah,
Odie was down at Cabela's.
So I was in Cabela's, and when I was in there, one of our loyal listeners and
This actually
great
happened.
fans,
Shout out to listeners.
yeah,
by the
and
way.
our great fans. He saw me and he's like, "Oh, hey man." I was like, "Hey, how are you?" I didn't know. Maybe he knew me from somewhere. And then he was like, "Oh, how's Lonzo and Cameron?" I said, "Yeah, no, they're good." Oh, and then I twigged, fan of the show. Yeah, hey, how you doing? And he's like, "Yeah, I'll be listening tonight." Oh, so yeah, he said he was listening tonight. So listen, it was a pleasure to meet you in Cabela's. Really cool. And then when he walked away, you know the guys that try to sell stuff in Cabela's?
No, I've never been in Cabela's.
Okay,
but
you go
I
to
mean,
Cabela's and they try and give you something, or like, enter this competition and you could win a mega yacht.
by the way, I'm not anti Cabela's.
No,
I'm just not. I'm not. I've been fishing, but I'm not a fisherman.
You're Switzerland. about
I've
Cabela's.
shot guns, but I'm not a hunter. I'm not anti any of that stuff. I just don't do it.
Yeah, no, I love Cabela's. Anytime I have a little bit of extra time, I will go to Cabela's. And he says to me, "What was that all about?" I said, "Oh, it's just a guy that knows me." And he's like, "Yeah, but he mentioned a show." And I says, "Yeah, sorry, I work on the Upstate Pulse, and I'm one of the presenters." And he just said to me, "Oh, what's the accent? Is that an English accent you have?" And I just like looked at him. I was like, "No, Samuel Jackson word," except I didn't say that. I said, "No, it's not, man." And he's like, "Well, it was Scottish, Irish." I said, "Yeah." "Oh, why aren't you speaking Gaelic?" And I said, "Because we don't. First of all, you wouldn't understand it. And second of all, we don't call it Gaelic. We call it Irish or Gaelga." And he's like, "Oh, you're not Irish." "No, it's called Gaelic, isn't it?" So then I started speaking to him in Irish just to prove that, first of all, I was Irish. I am Irish. And that
blowing your cover.
Yeah, just
Freudian slip, and that it is a language and that it's called Irish, not Gaelic, because Gaelic is the umbrella term used for 5 different languages, which is Irish, Welsh, Scots, Manx, and another language from.
So you're a spoke in the umbrella.
We are a
Did you say
language.
Minsk?
Manx.
Manx?
Yeah, the Isle of Man.
Well,
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, they do like concerts there.
Yeah,
so.
they do, and the big
Yeah.
race is the
Yeah.
Isle of Man TT is there as well.
Yeah.
So he told me that I didn't know.
All right.
Well, he
so,
said it, so he's got to be right.
Yeah.
Gotta be right.
Here's the thing. We've speculated behind Odie's back because that's how people talk behind people's back, that
Yes.
he's not actually Irish, that he is it's the greatest troll of all time. And like a year from now he'll go, dude, I'm from
I was
Montana.
killing
I'm from
it.
Montana.
Brah.
I got you all. I had you all
California,
fooled.
man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen his. I don't think it was green, but we've seen the card.
Yeah.
I've seen the card. And
Okay,
look pretty legit. I mean, more legit than that fake ID you had back in college. I'm talking about you because
Oh.
I think the drinking age is lower over
Like
in
4,
Ireland.
yeah.
Is it?
I was about to say
it's just like
you guys can just
like
drink.
people
No,
get-
seriously, like I remember going into a
kids
pub.
get drunk after supper. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, it's
100%.
that sort of
I
thing.
remember going into a pub with my dad and a few uncles, and all the men would be drinking Guinness. And the big thing was to give one of the younger people that's with you, you know, the head, the white
a
foam
what? A switch? Did you say
that's with you.
with you?
Yeah,
Okay, all
You know,
right.
the white foam.
I've been
the
struggling
head.
all day, man.
I know.
Just-
I know. I've gone full Irish today. It's because your man in Cabela's riled me up. Now, he's probably not an employee of Cabela's because we love Cabela's or Bass Pro Shops. He was one of those guys that, you know, works on commission. You know, one of those guys. And he's just, yeah.
Well, he had a nervous tick or something there. and he's
No,
just,
but he got my green upside.
Okay. Oh, don't want to get the emerald up. Okay, go ahead.
Is that like a sunny side up
Yeah,
egg?
it's like if you start seeing the shade of the pale green or the dark green.
I will release the shillelagh.
no,
yeah.
you don't want to do that. A magical one or an actual one.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It'll hurt either way.
All right.
I think he's correct about that.
Yeah.
But one has +1 to attack, the other one doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No. Shillelaghs don't have numbers on them.
Yeah, well, it's
Well,
he's
just-
doing
it's
D&D.
a D&D
He's
reference.
doing D&D.
Yeah, no, yeah, and even in D&D, shillelaghs do not have numbers on them. They're just a shillelagh.
Yeah.
And do you know what they do to
you?
you? They'll bait you.
They'll do what?
They'll do what to me?
What will they do? Was that safe? Whatever you just
I
said?
don't
I don't
think it
know.
was.
Okay, all right.
They'll bait you.
Again,
Beat
still
you.
not-
They'll beat you.
Oh,
okay.
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
Oh, that's okay. You
No,
can say that.
They won't beat you.
Oh.
They'll bait you.
Yeah, they'll beat you. Okay.
Oh,
all right,
yeah,
I
look
got
at
it.
that.
Yeah. Wow.
Look,
bait
Dunner
me.
Bros knows. They'll bait you.
Oh, bait you, as in it's okay.
It's like,
yeah.
oh, that's a shillelagh. I had to pick that
Alright,
up. That looks so
alright,
cool.
yeah.
With a shillelagh in me hand. And no, I can't actually finish that song.
Yeah, okay, that's not a surprise. There probably are no Irish songs where you can.
There's like
finish.
one safe verse, and then everything else is.
No, it
filth.
wasn't even a verse. It was like the first 3 words, and that was it. I mean, all right.
Second
Yeah, 'cause-
verse, same as the first.
Ah.
By the way, really quick
British.
before we go to break,
Oh, yeah. Oh, he reached back.
Reese's Puffs has just put out, and there are 12 of these. If you can see them on the screen, a special edition Dragon Ball Z box and Reese's Puff cereal, which I don't really eat cereal, but so if you buy a collector's box like this,
Yeah.
do you eat the cereal or do you leave it in there?
I'll eat it. But probably not that because it looks terrible.
You haven't had Reese's Puffs before?
No.
It's
How
pretty
dare
good.
you.
It's pretty
Is it?
good. Yeah, it makes the milk taste like Reese's.
I don't
peanut
really
butter
like,
cup.
I don't really like Reese's.
You don't like peanut butter?
I like peanut butter.
Get out.
That's un-American.
No. I like peanut butter, but
Okay,
you don't
all
mix it with chocolate. That's
That's
just
what-
Wait a
Deplorable
minute. You don't
offense.
like peanut butter and chocolate?
not together.
Let's take a break. Gosh,
Okay.
I cannot believe it.
I got to put that one.
How have we let
that
him
one
be
goes
with
up.
us for
This
so
one.
long?
It's,
Oh, music.
he
Listen
likes-
to that.
he
You're
likes
listening to News Talk 98.9.
pickles and Dr. Pepper.
WRD.
But yeah, he's not drunk, by the way, Dinner Bros. He's not. We've been with him all afternoon. So if he were to be, we would have noticed. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. When we come back, we're going to hit the lightning round where I talk as fast as possibly can and we talk about as many things as we possibly can and all that stuff.
And get drunk.
No.
We need like one of those really big canes.
I still smell pickles.
That won't do any good. I'll enjoy it.
I smell so many pickles.
Like you enjoyed the creepy Yeti hug.
You got the
The,
feel.
well, no, the one thing I was good. I needed. I
Wait,
should
are
have said
potatoes
was-
and beer good, Dave?
I should
don't
have.
know.
As soon as I embraced you, I should have went like, imagine this, but furry.
You're pretty furry, man.
All I gotta say is Croatia got
I'm
messed
comfortable.
over, man.
What are we coming back with? Lightning round.
Yes. Croatia. By the way, X-Men 97, latest episode's messed up.
By the way,
Magneto is messed up.
Well, there's actually a meme that they put out there. It's like, why would they put Wolverine on that team? It just showed Cyclops, and it just showed the image of Jean Grey kissing Wolverine. It's like, I think Wolverine should go with
Yes.
blue team.
In the comic books, that happened, so it's not really
Yeah.
surprising. There's this thing that Professor X becomes in a certain comic book series, and it's not very nice.
It's not.
And the theory is that's going to happen.
Okay.
And if it does, it's going to be bad. But I mean, it's already bad.
It's been bad. It's been bad since episode 5.
I mean, he messed up the entire. The Earth is messed up.
Viper Dave, yes.
The cameos were good, including Dr. Doom was on a cameo. But dude, I still think all this is going to get reversed because I think somebody is missing right now.
Bishop.
Yes, he hasn't been back. Omega Red, we'll see. Oh yeah, well he was on there. Yeah,
is that not like a supplement?
It can be.
I haven't suffered from piles because I take Omega Red.
It's Omega, not Omega.
Omega.
I mean, that's a character from
Bad Batch.
From Bad Batch. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Omega.
Or maybe I've got a different accent.
Is he a seal?
No. What?
Like when I say, "Hey,
no, man, you're from Beaufort. You're not from Ireland. You're from Beaufort. Everybody knows.
Born and bred, baby.
Yeah.
How is it on the stream? You can hear it. No, Dinner Bros, you can hear it through the thing.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. If
I was
there are
whistling.
quiet moments.
I prefer the
unless
other
he has it in utility, which I'm sure he does not.
No, he does not.
I mean, people would have told us by now.
Yeah. Yeah, I was whistling.
Yeah, it's very annoying. We prefer Southern psychics over California.
Absolutely.
I can play actually on the stream before we go. I'll play Southern Psychics.
Do it now.
I can't play it within that. I can't because
you can play it as the last element before lightning round hits. And the music for lightning round, by the way, is whitelisted. So you can absolutely play it. It's less time for lightning round, but I'm good with that. It's a request. Well, I'm requesting it. So that's how it's a request. Yeah, I requested it. So just make it the last element in the break before the lightning round intro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that means I have to put thing into
What?
I gotta.
You can do that.
Yeah.
You're gonna put number one into utility.
Yeah, I gotta press a button.
Yeah, you can do
for
that.
UFOs, people.
You can absolutely do that.
Absolutely.
Not only can you do that, but you can do that.
Yeah, I think we should just stop and just let everybody on the stream listen to the best ad on the radio, which is about to happen in 15 seconds time. So just get your ear listening device turned on. Just stick this in your ear holes.
Shh.
3 seconds. 2 seconds. If you live beneath the Mason-Dixon line and you feel the need of guidance, Southern Psychics is certified reader standing by just for you. Give us a call on 1-900-BLESS-YOUR-HEART. That's 1-900-BLS-UHRT.
Howdy, Southern Psychics. My Aunt Myrtle just passed away, and she left her fortune buried in Duke's mayonnaise jars down by the creek over in Pickens Holler.
Hey, boy. Let's look for the cigarette butts by the hollowed stump where Myrtle hit her shine. And, take a shovel.
Thank you, Southern Psychics. Come on, Betty June. We gonna see Bigfoot.
If you can't find your dog, your wife, or your job, or even the keys to your camper, then call Southern Psychics. That's 1-900-BLESS-YOUR-HEART. I repeat, 1-900-BLS-UHRT. We're not waiting on your call because we know it's coming.
The proceeding was parody courtesy of the Upstate Pulse. Not a real number, not a real product, not a real show. Yankee, go home!
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
All right, it's time for the lightning round where I squeeze in as many, all of us squeeze in I'm squeezing it in and they're commenting on it. As many stories as possibly can in the last 7-8 minutes or so. All right.
What was that look for?
Squeezing.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. In New York, they sometimes play football. They're not very good at it.
No.
The Giants play there. There's a new player who just got drafted. His name is
New York Giants are pansies.
There we go. His name is Tyler Nubin, and they were asking him about navigating the city, and he knows where a lot of stuff is already because he played Spider-Man. And so the question is, have you, since you're better traveled than we are, have you ever played a video game enough to know the city and then go to that city?
There's a really long story about this. No.
Okay. All right. I do believe from playing so much Fallout that if I went to the New England area, there are some places I would recognize because they've been Bethesda people have been in trouble by the government a little bit because they take a lot of pictures to make it as accurate as possible when you play one of their games. And because of that, I think I could go to New England and at least know my way around a little bit.
Just go to Boston.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a
Boston,
settlement over here.
Yeah,
Go to Boston, eh?
yeah.
Say hi to your mom for me.
Yeah, it's not. It's a good try.
Mark
It's a very
Wahlberg.
good try. All right, Fantastic
Marky
Four.
Mark and the Funky Bunch?
Fantastic Four has added a
crying.
couple of people to the movie. We already know Pedro Pascal is going to be, and I still don't like that idea of him being Mr. Fantastic. But they just added John Malkovich. So how good could it be in an undisclosed role? So we don't know. Maybe Malkovich could be Doctor Doom.
He's Doctor Doom.
We don't know. We don't know.
I'm Doctor Doom.
We don't know. And we know Galactus is going to be in it. They just
He's the big guy, isn't he? The big guy with the big horns on the head, and he's going, "Hello, I'm Galactus. I'm going to eat your planet."
yeah, they announced the name of the guy. He was an English actor. I'm trying to find the story.
Innes something.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
No.
Idris
He's got
Elba.
a really
Uh,
deep voice.
No, actually, his name is Ralph Ineson.
Yes. Innes.
Oh yeah, that guy with the thing.
Well, you might have known.
Not
I
even
mean,
slightly.
because he's European and you know all things Europe.
All Europeans, I know them
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
You know, some people have said to me, "Oh, you're from Ireland. Do you know John O'Callaghan?" I'm like, look, Ireland is. Oh yeah,
You
I
ox.
know him.
You
Yeah,
ox
but you-
pretty hard.
But we already knew that you knew him because you know everybody. All right, the next Star Wars movie, which is it's not the next one, but Mandalorian Grogu movie, just added a big star to it.
What?
A very big star. Sigourney Weaver is going to be in Mandalorian Grogu movie.
About to happen again.
What?
Ah,
What? You don't like Sigourney Weaver?
I look at she's all right. Look at the end of the day, like any port in a storm, but no.
Haven't heard that today. All right, the new Superman. I thought was waiting for you to say at the end of the day it's night. I don't want to steal your phrase, but
At the end of the day, it's nice.
there we go.
He's programming us, man.
Yeah, I know. I hear it. If anyone says that, that's what I hear now. All right, the new Superman.
Makes me
A
violently
picture
angry.
was put out. The picture was put out by JJ. No, not JJ. Picture
James
was put
Gunn.
out by James Gunn. Could go by JJ, but not that JJ. Picture was put out of Superman putting his boots on, and out the window, there's this thing going on.
You see, that's
And
what I have to
it
look
looked
at.
like a planet,
Yeah.
but it's not necessarily a planet. There's been speculation about what it is, and there
Well,
is.
here's my speculation:
Yes.
is that the world is falling down around him, and your boy is just sitting there
That's never-
casually putting on his boots, and he's just kind of like, sure. I think Superman is Irish because he's like, I'll get to it in a while.
He's Superman. You know how fast he is? He doesn't do it. For some reason, I didn't print out the story.
People
there-
have memed that to pieces, by the way. They put so
Oh,
much
but-
stuff behind it.
There is speculation about either it being something to do with Brainiac or something to do with Lex Luthor. But there's an AI entity that has been anti-Superman for like a couple hundred years, and it could be that thing. So we don't know, and I can't wait to find out. I absolutely cannot. A guy on Fallout 76, which is an online Fallout game, he blew up Phil Spencer.
He nuked Phil Spencer,
He nuked the guy who
who's the boss of Xbox.
of Xbox, who likes to get on and play his games, and he dropped a nuclear bomb on him. And in the article, they asked him, and he said, "No, it had nothing to do with EA closing studios." You know, I hate that EA's closed studios. I hate when anyone loses their job, except for that one guy. He deserved it. Not in EA, but you know that guy.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. No one likes that guy. So, anyway, so people are, "Oh yeah, take that, Phil." And the guy said, "Nah, I've been after him for a while, and I finally was able to get him. He'd already beat
he
the
was
story
the final
mode.
boss.
He already beat the story mode. There was Phil, and it's like, okay, I got to go for this, and he did. And then he picked over his armor and everything after he was dead. So
Nice.
And apparently, Phil Spencer didn't retaliate. He just waved
I
after he
mean,
came back.
when you get got, you either retaliate or you throw a thumbs up, saying, which really works in Fallout, by the way. You throw a thumbs up and say, "Hey, man, I got." That's what happened. Yeah. You know what else happened?
Than your thumb.
You know what else happened? There's this thing that happened. It's the end of the show. That thing happened.
Oh, I thought you were
The
going to
thing-
talk about the thing that's on Wednesday nights at 7:00 on the Facebook page of Nighttime with Odie, where you can hear something very similar to this show, except naughtier.
Okay. Well, what was that again? Say it slower and in English.
7:00 on Wednesday night. Go to the Facebook page called Nighttime with Odie, and you will hear something similar to this show, except naughty.
Okay. All right. There you go. You said slower and more English. I appreciate that. Sorry, that Matthew couldn't be here. He was at a Mario party. I had to do it at least one more time. And also, Croatia got robbed, man.
Rob, man.
They got robbed.
Robbed.
See you guys and talk to you guys next week.
right up to the post. Like it.
Yeah, it's what us pros do.
I swear that you
All
see a
right,
ghost.
I want you. That's what you do when you thrust your fist. Thank you, Chris.
boys.
We appreciate it. I wish it was a great show.
Yeah,
but
doing the
it was
bros
only a
at
good
night
show.
time with
so-
Odie. Wit, WITH, not WID.
No, it could be
GG,
Wid.
doing
It
bros.
sounds like Wid when you say
With,
it.
with.
Yeah, it sounds like Wid.
Okay, well now I'm going to correct it. and go, nighttime.
Are you going to
with.
enunciate?
No, I'm Irish.
Okay.
We
all
don't
right.
believe in
Hey,
enunciation.
I can't. I think we all know for 27 years on the radio that I have never enunciated once. So, I mean, there you go.
I can't even spell
Take that, you people who get taught to enunciate.
I can't even spell FBI, let alone enunciate. Slow
No, I'm
down.
still here.
Golf
See,
club.
we're both FBI agents. Female body inspector. I just saw it. That's awesome. I'm kind of crazy like that. That's what I do. All right.
I like them.
Say goodbye, Odie.
Goodbye, Odie.
Say goodbye, Cameron.
Goodbye, Cameron.
I'm gonna ride home, listen to some LRB. Goodbye, everybody.
Is that illegal?
Um,
in 6 states?
in South Carolina, it is. We're good.